aesthetically.
All right. We're live now. All right, where we left off, you guys had just finished fighting a underwater and marine creature, having tied yourselves to each other using a bolt of rope that you had on hand. You struggled a bit to manage to slay the beast. In fact, the creature swam off before you could complete the final deed. But having done that, you managed to collect a fair amount of treasure, fallen that was in the underground or partially underground water cave at the coast. And now you have a couple of different exits to follow, and you can continue your journey. What would you like to do first?
Well, first off, where in the world did Anthar and Kaj go to? did they leave?
Are they normally that slippery? I mean, I know that Kaj is being a cat is probably averse to water as it stands, but I didn't expect him to be able to just, disappear. Are we sure he's not some sort of a trickster in disguise?
Now that you say that, Tristan, actually, it's very good question. I do wonder that sometimes. They disappear, and I don't know how they do that.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Hey, coward, why don't you come in here with us? or wait, actually, Tristan, are we going out that way? Or should we go down?
Well,
that
I did find these bones below. It does. I do believe it does warrant some investigation and some. I mean, if we can find a way out, that gives us the other than just backtracking, that might give us the advantage of surprise. I don't see why we wouldn't take it. I mean, we might have to get Ciro on board to actually going into the water, but
is it gone?
Oh, it definitely, we've killed it.
Oh, it's completely gone. Do you not see all the blood in the water?
Oh, I did see that. Just a little bit.
No thanks to you.
Well, looks like there's room on the island now.
Well, I suppose you could come join us then.
Come on.
Okay.
Move them wee pudgy rat paws.
Just because I haven't worked out in a while.
All right, I'm gonna get back in that water, baby. And I'll. Do you want me to roll for anything to swim over to the island?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a athletics check.
Fair. Okay.
This is where you can work those pudgy little legs a little. Burn some calories, if you know what I mean.
18.
Oh, damn.
Right, you managed to it's more of a doggy paddle than it is a proper swimming technique. So much so where you're treading water just a tad, and you're really not making much progress for every step forward or push forward. It's more like two back. You're making very, very little progress. You're pretty much staying exactly where you are.
Damn, at 18?
Yeah.
Shit.
Do you want us to come help you?
Are you using your tail to sort of spin and give yourself some propulsion?
I've never tried that before. Maybe I'll give it a try.
Maybe you could use it to inch yourself forward, kind of like an inchworm.
Tristan, you're coming up with these great ideas. I would have just said keep doggy paddling.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we can always grab a rope and just
throw it out to you like a fish.
After a couple of minutes of pretty much staying where you are, not making too much progress, you begin to waver, and your strength begins to fail you. Looks like you're beginning to tread water, and you're beginning to sink down to the depths below. Thankfully,
evidently, I'm a worse swimmer than I remember.
Thankfully, at the area that you're you're at currently, it's only about 10 feet of water, but that's still about 6 feet more than your height.
All right.
All right,
Um.
I'll go out and get him.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm gonna just kind of wait. I'm still wearing my armor. So, is he like is he still treading water, or can he wait a minute while I just drop my stuff so I can go out and go get him?
It looks like he's drowning.
Oh God. Okay, I better go get him. I just like, all right, I don't have time for this.
This is why I ran away.
He looks like a kid that's trying to swim for the first time, hasn't quite figured out the concept yet, and is just barely not dying.
Okay.
So he's like barely not dying, but from my perspective, he dead.
It looks like he's struggling so much. To your perspective, it looks like a dog that can't swim.
Okay, here's the question.
Mm.
Can I go back? I'm not that far out, right?
You can make the attempt, but you're beginning to sink. Just so you know.
Near him.
Right.
Oh, him.
Ciro,
How is he
speaking of
going
sink.
for it?
I'm going
Tristan,
for
you're
it.
still on the bank.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for it that way. So because maybe we can just kind of, maybe I'll go back onto dry land and you guys can take that route, and maybe I can meet up with you guys somewhere.
What is
Split
the
the
try?
party. What could go wrong?
Split the party. Leave the squishy one.
Okay, I'm trying to swim back, and I'm at 16.
All right, so you managed to turn around and you're kind of doggy paddling back to the entrance, but again, you're really not making any progress. You're pretty much sticking to the exact spot you are now.
Good God.
For the love of Iomade, I'm going after him.
Tristan, you got him.
I just mutter like, my Iomade's bosom.
Oh my
And just
God.
kind of like just start like, Jesus Christ. I got one parent that's like, oh my God, it's 3 feet of water. How are you drowning right now?
It's pretty
Not
much what it
literally.
looks like right now.
Yeah, just like, how are you?
Go
you
ahead
never
and
learn to swim, Ciro?
I mean, I am I'm trained in athletics.
I'm an
Clearly,
expert.
that's. I don't know about that.
All right. Well, I got a 12 plus 8, so that's 30, 20.
12, 8, 20. All right. So you managed to make your way, swim your way to Ciro after about 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Even with your armor, you're I wouldn't say gracefully swimming, but you're effectively swimming. It's more of a substance than style. More substance than style.
Yeah, no time for the fancy stuff. I don't need fancy. I just need functional. So I'm just gonna kind of wrap our arm around Sarah, just be like, all right, come on, come
Thank
on.
you, Tristan.
Yeah, come on.
Thank you.
With Tristan's help, the two of you managed to make your way back to the entrance of the cave to the north.
Okay, I'm gonna
Zero, I know that you're kind of exhausted right now, but I do need you to know that we are going to have to go under the water.
Sir.
Now,
okay.
Outramir, we could tie you to Outramir's back. You can hang on to my cloak. I mean, we have some ways of getting you there, but you are going to have to go into the water again.
Okay, let's. I still have some rope here, so maybe I should just tie myself to it.
Because that worked so well last time.
It's all right. I have my shield strapped to my back. I can tie it around that. So it's kind of like like he's not totally like he's there, but he's not like clasping on one of us. So if we need kind of like quick release, we can just.
So, are you trying to head back into the water to the western exit?
Yeah, the underground exit that we found by removing all the goblin corpses.
Oh, there wasn't a underground exit. There was just kind of a kind of a deep area where a bunch of treasure had collected.
Oh,
Oh, there
Oh,
is no exits.
Oh yeah, I
There.
thought there was a little thing like under there that looked promising.
that was my thought too. But
Oh.
should I meet you guys out there, or should I take the other exit?
Yeah, just come on over here.
I think
I
it's
guess.
best with our reduced numbers to sort of stick together.
Alrighty, I'll roll to a swim to you. Athletics. All right, 19.
19. You managed to make it about 10 feet adequately, but not gracefully whatsoever. You're I wouldn't say struggling, but you're having some difficulty swimming.
Wow.
You-
Okay. Well,
What is this fucking water? Is it enchanted? You have to roll a 20 to get anywhere.
26.
After your first couple of seconds of struggling, you managed to make it to the end of the cave without any difficulty, really. In fact, it looked quite graceful, a little bit more graceful than Tristan's attempt.
Whoa. I wasn't trying to get fancy. I was a little worried for a second there. Like,
Show off, dude.
am I just turning into a zero? Wait, can you magically give us your swimming abilities? Or lack thereof?
I don't have that power
Yet?
yet.
No, I've heard of wizards and sorcerers who unintentionally, without even knowing it, pass along or cast spells. Is this that case?
If it is, then I totally had no idea about it.
I think, because I'm not going to blame my swimming ability. It couldn't possibly be the great Uthermir Sachel failing to swim for 10 feet.
Well, should we? So I was looking at our surroundings here. We could go back to the wooded area, try to get under that the branches and all that there. But there's also to the right of us, there seems to be a bridge. I can't quite tell if it's something we could reach or if there's kind of a cliff wall here.
I think we could make it.
Yeah.
Also, I have
So-
an idea.
So let's see. From where you are to the top of the bridge, that's kind of to the southeast, is about a 30, 40 foot climb of sheer rock face. Same on the other side. In fact, the other side's a tad bit higher, so much so that the kind of the tilt of the rope bridge is kind of inclined to the north the farther you go north. It looks like there's enough handholds in there to make for climbing to be possible, but it does look like pretty slick rock. It's kind of been eroded away over the years. Bit slick, bit dangerous. Looks like a bit of a challenging climb, frankly.
And that's the island wall that's like that, or is that the wall on our side?
On both sides.
Both sides. Damn.
So where you guys are now, compared to where you guys were on the other side of that kind of thistle gate, is about a 20-foot vertical difference. So you guys are about 20 feet below where you were earlier.
Let's see here.
We can also go along the beach and see if there's a better way up.
Yeah, I guess there's that kind of that area we haven't quite explored yet. like is at the end of the beach to our left here.
Let's go take a look.
What could possibly go wrong?
I'm going to go over here.
And I will follow tentatively. Being as close to the water as we are.
Well, I understand for that reason.
This shit's like enchanted, dude.
All right then.
I'm gonna totally do a magic check, quote unquote. Yeah, there's some anti-rat folk magic here. I don't understand why, but it's so weird.
Rat folk?
Yeah, it's like limiting my physical capabilities, at least in the water.
Wow. That's really specific.
Are we sure about that? I mean, there is certainly a very specific sort of magic.
Right.
Definitely. My magic. I mean, I can't quite pinpoint it, but I could feel something really powerful here.
Yeah, that is strangely specific. But you're the sorcerer of the group, so who am I to say you're wrong?
I mean, if they're going to target the most valuable, I mean, clearly they have something out for the most powerful member of the party.
Exactly, the most powerful.
But hold on, Anthar's not here.
Son of a bitch.
Never knew my mother actually. So
Shiro, don't be rude.
Doesn't look like there's much else going on the beach area. It looks kind of like we're gonna run into more cliff face.
Yeah, the farther you look, it looks like it's pretty similar cliff face. Where you guys are right now on the sand beach, it's not quite as eroded as it was at the cave entrance. But as you kind of get to the end, and as far as you can tell at the end of that precipice, it looks like it begins to get a little bit steeper and a little bit more slick again.
Huh.
You know,
I feel like we should.
The stone appears to have been kind of eroded away over the course of many, many, many millions of years of ocean swells and tidal shifts eroding the rock away.
Well,
the rock away.
I guess we'll have to use either we'll have to just climb or we can use my grappling hook.
Do we have to climb? We can just kind of go back into that back the way we came in, I guess, right?
Back into the water, into the rat folk enchanted water.
No, the path we took to get down.
We had to climb down, remember?
hold on, my friends. Let me see if I can't figure anything out here and with some further investigation.
Sure.
I'm gonna take a look at that rock face again. It's 20 feet, correct? Like a 20-foot, incline, like upwards.
From where you are now to kind of where you can kind of see the vegetation grow over the rock face, it's about 20 feet. The farther you get to the rope bridge, the higher the rock face becomes.
Okay, so where we are to 20-foot, like jumpwards up.
Right.
Okay, let me see here. Okay.
And you can kind of see at the top of the rock face, kind of growing over, is those same thistles, kind of brundles of thistles. Pretty thick and knotty vegetation.
Can I see if that vegetation, like, can I kind of just guesstimate how thick that vegetation would grow in, or like, like kind of see if it'd take the weight, or if it would it's just that kind of vegetation that as soon as you grab a handful of it, it's just gonna.
It looks like it's pretty dry. Or excuse me, it's not dry. It looks like if you try to put your weight on it, it might sustain your weight. It's kind of hard to tell. But if you did that, even with gloves, the amount of force applied to that would probably do some damage to your hands, just because the thistles. I mean, you think of these as kind of each thistle's about anywhere from 1 to about 3 inches in length, and they look fairly menacing.
Okay.
But beyond the thistles, it's mostly just grass vegetation, kind of what you might see on the coast.
Okay.
But without testing it, it's hard to tell if it would support your weight or not. It looks like it might,
Okay.
but the damage, it would also do some damage.
Okay. In that case, we're gonna do some long distance gardening here. I'm gonna grab my grappling hook and just see if I can't like swirl it around and grab one of those and start pulling a few of the thistles down to kind of make a clear spot here, because I have a rough idea of something I might be able to pull off.
Hell yeah.
But
I like this thinking.
it's gonna take a clear avenue, and it's not a guaranteed shot, but I'd like to give it a go.
Let's do it.
I'm
Okay.
down for that.
All right,
Should I use my
Um,
grappling hook to do the same to help like clear
let's
some?
see if we can't clear out some of these thistles by just kind of grappling them, hooking them in, and then just ripping them down.
Bring them down.
So you're throwing the grappling hook and trying to pull it down and rip it down.
hmm
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you both doing that together?
Yes.
Sure.
Both of you roll a athletics check. Plus advantage for both of you. So that'd be +2. Because you're helping each other out.
All right. I have a 13 plus 8, so 21 plus 2 is 23.
I only have a 14.
Between the two of you, you managed to lock on a pretty sizable chunk of this kind of thick brush. And as you kind of pull it down, it kind of locks in a little bit. It looks like as you kind of like test it against your weight, it looks like it's pretty locked in. And it doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere. Looks like it's, the grappling hook's nicely locked into the thistle bush.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So it's pretty tough then. Should we just try climbing and then we can cut our way through the thistles?
All right then.
Well, actually, Tristan, sorry, you had the plan. What was your?
I mean, I think I still might be able to do something about this. I'm gonna kind of like tug my rope and see like just kind of like, is it really as steady as it can be here? Like just kind of making sure that it's still a little tight.
It looks like it's pretty well locked in.
Okay.
Like you kind of tug on it and you put in about half your weight, and it doesn't. It adjusts a bit, but it doesn't seem to be dislodging at all.
Okay. Well then, in that case, I'm just gonna kind of give them a like wait here. Out of everyone here, I think I can take a hit. You know, if something were to happen. No use in all of us getting hurt for one crazy idea. And then I'm just going to start climbing up just kind of like, I'm going to draw my sword with one hand. I'm just going to kind of start climbing up my grappling hook with the other. And since I have steady balance, I can keep my balance in adverse, narrow, or uneven conditions, which means I'm not flat-footed on a critical success or a successful balance roll.
Okay. So if you want to climb up, go ahead and roll a athletics check.
That's a nat 20.
Whoa!
You managed.
Plus my athletics is an 8, so.
All right. And also you'd be plus advantage because you're using a tool, a rope, to climb up. All right. You managed to scale up the cliff face with ease. You almost look like a spider monkey, kind of hopping up, or Spider-Man as he's scaling the side of a building. and you manage to get up to about where the grappling hook is locked in, right at the edge of the thistles, with ease. What do you do now?
I'm gonna look to see where maybe because I'm assuming that I've got my grappling hook locked in pretty tight where I am. I don't exactly want to start hacking where my hook is, so it goes flunk, and I just take a header. I'm gonna look to see where I can kind of clear a little bit of brush easily, just to kind of not so much have to chop, but I can just kind of dig my sword in and dislodge a bit to make a sort of safe clearing, or at least move around and then clamber up myself.
Okay. So you're trying to hack kind of to one side or the other if they.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a attack with disadvantage. So that's -2.
Okay. That's a crit fail.
Okay.
That's that's a straight up one.
You. Okay. Hold on a sec. I love it when you guys do crits. So as you swing and you try to swing at the brush to one. Are you swinging to the left or to the right? To the right, I assume. Are you right-handed?
Yeah.
Right. So as you kind of swing to the right, your sword flings out of your hand. It kind of slips out of your hand, and you try to grab it. And in doing so, you kind of loosen the grip with your left hand. So roll a acrobatics check.
Oh my god.
Okay. That's a 16 plus 8. So 24.
Okay. So after loosening your left hand, the hand that's holding the rope, in an attempt to recover your sword, you manage to reinforce your grip of the rope, but in doing so, the sword goes flying and it falls down 20 feet into, thankfully, relatively soft sand, and a couple of bits of rock here and there, but it had a relatively smooth landing. So from your vantage point, it doesn't appear to be damaged.
I'll come over and grab the sword and examine it to make sure they're
Check that out for me.
absolutely.
So as Uchmir kind of wings around to examine the sword, it looks like it's taken a couple of dings here and there. Nothing worse than a little bit of scuffle or fight. It seems to be in perfectly fine working order otherwise.
It looks okay, just a little beat up in a few spots, but it's looking fine.
All right, I can still just hang on to that. I think I might be able to manage just fine without it.
All right.
I'm gonna pull myself up a little close. Did I lose any feet, or did I just kind of oh shit?
You're pretty much where you were before. You're about 20 feet up. Still at the kind of the top of that ridge line.
What do I have here?
So as you are, let's see, so as you kind of scramble to kind of reclaim your position on the rope, you hear what sounds like a couple of voices coming in from the other side of the thistle patch. You hear kind of in the distance a high-pitched voice screaming at Longshanks, and we got to get them. Looks.
History nerd joke. Never mind. I am going to. I'm not so much. I'm assuming that I'm just kind of holding on with my legs pressed against the thing, so I'm kind of pushed out.
Right.
I'm gonna kind of flatten myself out, so I'm not completely I'm not letting go of the rope or anything like that, but I'm just gonna kind of flatten out. So if they look directly over the rock face, they're not gonna see me just kind of hi. I'm gonna hang below the ridgeline so that I'm pseudo concealed, but I can still kind of listen to what they're saying.
Okay. So you're just hanging there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of hang there and like keep it and cock an ear out and see like long chains. We got to get them. What are you talking about?
All right. As you're kind of hearing this, you hear a couple more voices sprout up. Longshanks, the Longshanks. Let's get the Longshanks. And from from around the bend, it looks like a couple of goblins are beginning to pop out and making their way to your direction. It looks like they're right now, and let's see, Tristan, you're up against the wall.
Back against the wall.
Tristan and Ciro, you have a vantage point from where you are. It looks like a couple of goblins are kind of making their way down the
My God.
the 20-foot cliff or kind of into the sandbank where you guys are now. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Boy.
I'm going to forego initiative to gain panache, so I'll go last.
Nice. 16.
All in all, I got a 14.
All right, and how would these guys get? Oh Lord, get a whole. All right, Ciro, you're up first. As the goblin, I'm gonna just pop where the goblins are and should be. Looks like one goblin has kind of made his way down the cliff at this point, and one is making his way down. A couple other are on their way. What do you do, Ciro?
Okay.
I don't like that sigh. Let's get a little more confident sighing going.
I'm hanging
Sorry,
up
this-
here like Batman. Uchimir, I guess, is just hanging back for whatever reason. And Ciro's
All
like,
right. So, okay, what do I want to do? Let's see. All right, let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna move. Or I guess Tristan isn't in my line of sight per se, but I'll move forward just to play it safe.
He's about 15 feet above you right now.
Okay.
and if it's not metagaming to say, I'm gonna have to come down anyway. So
Right.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna move. No, actually, okay. What do I want to do? I have a lot of different options, so I could do. Okay, I might as well. Maybe just to play it safe. Maybe I'll just do a little magic missile on the first one coming up.
That's good thinking.
solid choice.
Right? Blow him up.
All right, let's see here. That's a 1d4 plus 1 force, so that'll be. Oh, there's my 1d. 4.
Does not hit. Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's an automatic hit.
Right. Okay. All right, you raise out your hand, and with a burst of force, a magic missile emerges from your palm, crashes into the first goblin, and throws him back 5 feet, doing a significant amount of damage to the goblin.
Very nice, Sarah.
Very nice. Very well.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. I want to turn the music down just a little bit. It's a little overpowering.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good. Trying to think. Okay. I don't have my weapon drawn, so I'm gonna draw my cold iron returning dagger.
Ooh, that's right.
Is that like a boomerang dagger?
Mhm.
It is.
Neat.
And I can throw it up to 50 feet. So let's see if I. There we go. Okay. He's about. Oh, he got knocked back 5 feet, though. So he actually is out of my range.
Correct.
In that case, I think I'm just going to slightly move. Just kind of position myself a little better. Just kind of move that way there. And I'll have my turn.
All right. That brings us to Tristan.
I'm gonna have to start rappelling down because my sword is currently with Outramir, and Outramir's over here double fisting blades right now. As tempting as hanging out like some sort of medieval version of Spider-Man is, I'm gonna get down there and I'm gonna go do fighter shit. So I'm gonna just start rappelling down there as fast as I can.
All right. Go ahead and roll a athletics check or acrobatics check.
Okay, cool. That is a 18.
All right. You rappelled down the wall with a fair amount of ease. And managed to get to the bottom of the cliff with just one action. It was more, since you're kind of hastily doing it, it was more of a fall than a rappel. But you brace your fall perfectly adequately, and you have 2 more actions left in your turn.
I'm just gonna shift my shield off my back and just to my left arm, just so I've got that ready to go. Then I'm gonna look at Outramir and shout.
That's gonna take an action.
Hmm?
That'll take an action.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of shift my shield into position and then just shout for my sword.
You're just gonna shout?
Yeah, just like over to Outramir and be like, sword!
Okay.
And even though it's not my turn, can I throw it, or is that?
You'd have to wait until your turn to throw it.
Ah.
All right, that brings us to the goblins. It looks like.
Happy voice.
Go ahead and do this. Take 1.
Damn. I didn't even think about that. I should have like dropped a dagger like next to you, Tristan.
Would also, again, I mean, I could theoretically use the rusted up kukri, but I don't have, like, I think I only have the sword and the bow. Like, I'm thinking to myself now, I'm like, I probably should have sprung for like a push dagger or something. That would be handy.
No worries.
But I can always
All right.
smack him around with the shield, Captain America style, but.
Yes.
All right, so all 5 goblins kind of. Actually, I should roll for that.
They reach the beach.
Maybe. Let's see it. Need to roll for them. Hold on. Is there athletics?
Nailed it.
Oh my lord. Okay.
I don't like oh my lord.
Okay. No, it's good for you. 3 2s. 3 2s.
Not even close.
So actually, both. Let's see. These guys just basically fell on their ass. So 2 of the goblins, as they were sliding down, they kind of tripped and they pretty much just fell right on their ass and had to take another action to recover. So that's where those two are now. This one, let's see, he goes, managed to make it there. He goes, managed to make it there. So this guy, he recovers one and it's moved up there. So Tristan, you get an attack of opportunity on the goblin that's right on top of you. So go ahead, but you don't have your sword on you. Do you have any other? Well, you can. If you don't have another weapon drawn, you can just attack with your fist.
Yeah, I was gonna attack. I'm gonna say, can I punch or kick it?
Yeah, you can punch or kick it. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
Good thing I think I have proficiency in melee. Well, with my hands too.
yeah.
Yeah, my strength modifier.
So
3.
if you're proficient with your unarmed, that would be a plus. Are you proficient or what are you?
Let me see. Simple weapons. I think that's my hands, right? Would technically be my hand. Yeah, because I'm expert.
Unarmed
I'm
is
expert.
you're expert in that. So it should be a plus 5.
Damn.
+5. Damn. Okay.
Wait, bastard sword proficient. No, +7. You're
+7.
because you are an expert in unarmed attacks.
Oh
So-
shit.
I
Go ahead
rolled. I rolled
go ahead
a
and roll
17.
17.
Damn.
So 20.
Well, and that's not at, like, that's just a straight base roll.
So it'd be a 20,
24.
24 total.
24.
Holy shit.
Cold cock this guy.
All right, go ahead and roll. Actually, what is unarmed attack?
A D4.
I think it's a D4. Yeah. No, it's
I
got.
don't know what hit him.
D4. Go ahead and roll straight D4.
All right. All right. Well, that's a 3.
Hey, damn. That's great. You did as much damage as my magic missile just about.
Tristan casts foot. It's super.
This goblin's gonna have a glass jaw. I just know it after that hit.
Yeah, Sarah's like, magic missile. Tristan's like, I'm just gonna kick your jaw off.
All right.
Do it the old-fashioned way. Call
magic
these
required.
2 fists magic missiles.
Magic and missile.
Missile. And I'm all out of magic.
All right. So the goblin, after coming down from the cliff, kind of makes a beeline towards Tristan, but before the goblin could make his way within make his way at Tristan with his attack, Tristan managed to just sucker punch the guy square in the face, doing a pretty significant amount of damage for a goblin. The goblin, however, swings back and swings his sword at Tristan. Tristan, you take 6 points of slicing damage.
Beat my armor class? Damn, okay.
You did. You got a very good roll.
Wow.
How?
I guess they needed it after after falling on their asses.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they need a win.
Meanwhile, 3 of the other goblins use their crossbows and target, 2 of which target Tristan. The other goes after Ciro. The one... Nope. Yeah. One misses completely and just kind of swings by Tristan's head. The other, however, manages to cleave him right between 2 plates of Tristan's armor, dealing a critical hit. Thankfully, he only rolled a 1 on the damage, so you're only taking 2 points of piercing damage.
Holy shit.
How do
Okay,
how do I do my health bar?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and click your token.
Okay. Oh wait.
and you should see 3 bubbles above your head.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Go ahead and click the 44, and you can just do on your keyboard -2 and minus, what did I say?
6.
6. And I'll do the math for you, which is nice.
Okay.
There you go.
Ow.
Damn, we're in a tight spot.
Bastards.
Let's see.
Holy
The
shit.
Other goblin, after having recovered from Ciro's attacks, shoots 2 bolts at Ciro. First of which cleaves into Ciro's left shoulder, doing 2 points of piercing damage. The other also managed to make its way through Ciro's defenses and gets him again in the left shoulder, doing 4 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
Ciro, you take a total of 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
All right, Sarah, I think you need to get back.
At this rate, we should be calling you Boromir.
Oh!
Meanwhile, the one in the back just yells and screams, "The Longshanks! We got to kill the Longshanks!"
What does that even mean?
They're obsessed with this term, I swear.
Longshanks means long legs. That can only mean Outramir or me. Can't be sneaky for everyone. No offense, little buddy.
Have you seen Sarah's legs? We were
Oh,
just
look
talking
at
about how
those
pudgy
legs.
they were
Pudgy
earlier.
things. Ow.
That brings us to Outramir. You're up.
All right. You want to take some pot shots at my friends? All right. Get ready to get fucked. I'm going to. Let's see. I'm going to move.
Excuse me.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Well, let's see. I'm going to move 5 feet this way. And then 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right up next to Tristan. And I'm going to pass the sword to him.
Okay, that's going to take 2 actions. One
All
to
right.
move, one to pass.
As my last action, I guess I never actually drew my rapier, so I'll draw that.
Okay.
And point at the goblins and say, "All right, you tiny fucks, come and get some. Taste some steel."
We will taste your blood with our dinner. Longshanks, we've got you this time.
Oh, blood with dinner, I see. You truly are. Brainless little creatures.
You are sick little creatures. Sick little creatures.
Ciro, you're up.
Like, you couldn't even cook me if you were going to do this? Like, come on, little goblins.
You are clearly something that.
We eat our meat raw.
Oh,
Raw.
savages!
Oh,
Outramir is clearly meant to be slow roasted and served with a fine picante.
exactly. Tristan knows what's up.
We piss on your picante.
Piece of... Hold me back.
Oh my
that,
God.
that gets me more angry
It's
than
like
you guys
pushing,
could
holding Outramir back. Like holding the sword out in front of him, like, don't.
think. Don't get
Oh
touched.
no.
Okay, I'm gonna cast a little cantrip spell called Electric Arc. It takes 2 actions to do so, but it targets 1 or 2 creatures within 30 feet of me. And I'm gonna target the 2 farthest from us. This guy here and this guy here.
Okay.
And it says here, you deal electricity damage equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. It doesn't say anything about.
It just happens.
It just happens. Sounds like just like a
Magic missile.
magic missile.
Excellent.
Limited power.
Well, I think the Jedi are evil.
Let's
Let's see.
Lost.
I just gotta check one little thing here. So
That's Kaj who's lost.
for my ability modifier, would that be my
It's does it say your spellcast ability modifier?
yes?
What is,
It says my your spellcasting ability modifier.
so yours would be charisma, so it'd be a +4.
+4. Okay. Okay. So that'd be 6.
And is that split between them at all, or is it 6 and 6? Does it say?
It actually, let's see here. It says it actually doesn't specify. It just says targets 1 or 2 creatures. Your arc of lightning leaps from one target to another. You deal electricity damage equal to the 1d plus 4 plus your 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay. I think it's going to be 6 to each one then.
Okay.
Ooh.
So how many actions does that take?
2.
2 actions. So you kind of put your hands together and you kind of rub them, and as you pull them apart, a magical ball of electrical energy emerges from the 2 palms, and kind of in a bit of a you kind of plant yourself down and you kind of push the palms back, and under your breath you whisper, "Hadouken."
I was going to say Kamehameha, but Hadouken's better.
And a ball of energy leaps forward and clashes against the 2 enemies. Sparks fly between the 2, and they both take 6 points of electrical damage, rendering them incapacitated and dead on the ground.
Holy shit.
Damn, first blood.
Cyril, you may not be much of a swimmer, but you sure know how to cook some goblins.
I nearly kept him around for some. Well done, little friends.
I guess I still have one more move, so I could throw my knife, my returning dagger, I should say.
Or wait, didn't you move forward? Or is it?
Oh,
like-
I did. No, you're right. I'm done. You're right. I'm sorry. I totally forgot.
Sorry, not to take
No,
the
no,
wind
no,
out
no.
of your sails there.
Thank you
Alright,
for
that
keeping track of me.
That brings us to Tristan.
Okay, so I'm guessing the one that's in front of me on the map right now is the one who I cold cocked and then just slashed me pretty good. Okay,
Right.
now that I have my sword in my hand, I'm just straight up cleaving this fool.
Yes.
As you kind of begin to kind of make your move, you can see the eyes of this already large-eyed goblin get even larger, plate-sized, when he realizes, oh no, oh no, oh no. There's a big
My
sword coming
turn.
at me.
My turn. Come on, don't fail me now. I need something. All right, that's a 15 plus my. Is it my proficiency? Which would be
For your attack, yeah. On yours, it's going to be
+7. So.
it's +10.
Oh,
It's your attack modifier. So
oh
under
so
your
27 or
Yeah,
25.
27.
25.
Holy shit.
all right, that definitely. Let's go ahead and roll
Oh,
damage.
yeah.
Cleave him in two, Tristan.
Oh, that's a 7 plus
Damn.
that.
So, as you kind of wield your sword up, and the eyes of this goblin widen so much so where his face is more eye than anything else, you cleave down, splitting one of the eyes down, and it just cleaves through, splitting one eye and shearing completely in twain the opposite arm. He falls dead to the ground, bleeding, rendering the sand beneath him red with his blood.
That was badass, but.
At least we know the sword still works.
It's definitely not
Definitely
damaged.
still functional.
It seems adequate.
Oh yeah, we're good. Okay.
Damn.
All right, you have 2 actions left.
Okay. So each of these, there's another one. That's 5. It's 20 feet in front of me. I guess I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna dead sprint at the one that's straight across from me and just like kind of tuck under my shield and just see if I can just kind of like Royal Rumble him into the water.
Oh fuck.
The shield
it.
like bounce him off my shield.
Wait,
Because
wait.
worst comes to worst, I can always try to cleave him too. But
Okay.
let's see if I can smack him back because we do want one of them to live.
Mm-hmm.
We need to interrogate
Just
someone.
one,
So,
right?
yeah, let's take him out of the fight without taking him out of the fight.
Did you guys hear that music? That my God, that's Tristan's music. don't do it to him. That goblin's got a family.
Call the match.
So which goblin are you trying to plow through?
This one, I just moved my token in front of him.
The one to the north of you or to the east of you?
East.
Go ahead and roll a strength check.
Okay. That is a 16 plus my modifier of 3 is an 18.
Holy shit.
Okay. So are you kind of putting all your force? Like, how are you doing this? Are you putting all your force behind it, or are you just kind of like hitting him hard?
I'm gonna just I'm not trying to just straight plow through him. I'm gonna try to as I'm running, I'm building up the momentum. Then I'm just gonna kind of crack him, not full on just plowing through him, but just kind of boop.
Oh.
Okay.
Little kiss with the shield.
Little bitch slap him with the shield.
All right. Let me go ahead and move you over there. So
Spear.
as you move forward, your shield in front of you, you manage to cleave into the head of the goblin. And go ahead and roll 1d4 for damage.
Holy shit.
That's a 4.
All right. You cleave into his head, and as he kind of falls back into the water, you look, and it looks like a couple of teeth have kind of popped out and now are kind of splattered all over the place.
I'm gonna eat my friend now.
He falls back into the water and reddens the swells of the ocean. The froth now stained red with his blood. He falls down dead. The other goblin, however, does get an attack of opportunity because you're within his area.
You're going to have to catch up to Tristan and I. We got 2 and 2
I
right
was
now.
gonna say I'm behind.
And though the goblin is only 5 feet away from dear old Tristan, he manages to, he's in such a wrath of fear, having seen his dear buddy being smashed into the ocean. He fails to adequately shoot his short bow into Tristan's form, and it just swings, the arrow just swings right past Tristan and lodges itself into the stone of the walled cliff.
You did it. I know that didn't just happen.
Oh, you're going to regret missing him.
That's it, Zero. Hold me back.
All right. That brings us to the goblins.
The goblins?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Yeah.
There's 4 more. Holy shit. I mean, I knew there was more, but
Wow.
See how they do. All right. 2 of them managed to swing down the cliff with relative ease and hop over their dead companions and make a beeline for Tristan.
Okay, I guess we know who Longshanks is.
All right. Oh my god.
There's
Oh, Tristan, you get an attack of opportunity.
Sweet. I'm cleaving. You know what? I'm gonna do like a broad swing and seeing how many of these little bastards I can just catch in one. Just.
I think that's a feat. I'm sure
fair
that's a
enough.
feat. Yeah.
All right. God. I'm surrounded on all sides. Or. Huh. I'm thinking lunge. Lunge might be a feat.
So you can attack the goblin to the south or the goblin to your east as an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna bloody the waters up a little bit more. I'm gonna take the one out to my east because if I can lunge, if I can move forward and just kind of do, I guess I'm just gonna kind of move forward and just like try to move and stat and like run him through at the same time and just kind of move into his square to kind of gain myself some ground. Because worst comes to worst, I can pull it back to the water.
Hell
and
yeah.
and keep a
Okay.
visual.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
$17 plus 7 again.
Ooh.
So 24.
Damn.
Go ahead and roll damage.
That's a D8. 7. Plus. Yeah. I think this is the damage roll. Wait, yeah, plus my strength. So 7, 8, 9, 10.
Holy shit.
So you kind of use your sword and in a stabbing motion, you thrust the sword square into the poor goblin's heart. And you almost lift him up in an effort, moving yourself forward and moving the goblin forward, both of you 5 feet. The goblin falls off the blade of your sword, dead in the water, and continues to bloody the shores along with his 2 dead companions that also lie on the shores of the coast.
That's amazing.
It shouldn't have pissed me off.
And let's see how these guys are gonna do. So we'll start with the goblin to the south. He hits and deals 5 points of damage.
Oh, you little bastard. Well, I know who's next.
And let's see how the other does. The goblin to the north also makes for Tristan, striking him 3 times, two of which cleave off of Tristan's armor, doing no damage whatsoever. The third, however, manages to cleave just enough to make a shallow slice into Tristan's arm, doing 1 point of damage.
Ooh. No problem.
Not too worried just yet.
The goblins to the south now rain down their volley of arrows, all of which are targeting Tristan, being the closest character to them.
Holy shit.
The first manages to roll a natural 20 and does a total of 6 points. Yes, 6 points of damage. Second, the second shoots a volley of 3 arrows, only one of which manages to make its target, doing 6 points of damage.
Holy shit.
I am just taking them left and right here. Jesus
No
Christ.
joke.
And the third goblin throws down a volley of 3 arrows, all 3 of which manage to lodge themselves in the dead carcasses of their fallen brethren.
He's trying
That's
his
just
best.
mean.
To be fair, you did just see like 2 of them get cooked, 1 of them get cleaved, one of them got yeeted into the ocean, the other one just got like stabbed.
Holy shit.
Ow, but ow.
Damn.
The 3 to the north are particularly jubilant in their efforts, having now rained a swarm of arrows on their enemies. They cry out, "Goblins win the day! We will win!
We're
We
going
will
to kill those.
feast on your blood this evening!
I'm not dead yet, you little green bastards.
You will be!"
Well, 3 of you would care to disagree with that. Oh, wait.
That's right.
One of them can't speak. The other one's in half, and the other one, well, very neatly pierced. Very neatly kebabbed.
They look at each other and they kind of not quite sure how to respond, but just kind of go back to
What do we mean?
notching their arrows.
I got meat, every single one of you.
Yeah, you heard him. He's not dead yet.
That brings us to Utramir.
All right. I'm going to. I'm going to grab my crossbow, my hand crossbow, and start shooting back at these fuckers.
Okay. Do you have? Did you already have your rapier drawn?
Yeah, so I guess I'll have to drop that and grab.
You can drop it as a free action or sheath it and use an action.
I'll drop it and pull out my crossbow.
Okay. So then that only takes, or is your crossbow in your pack?
Yeah.
It takes 2 actions. Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. In which case, then I will fire at the goblin that's closest to me to the south.
Oh wait, don't you probably want to shoot at the ones up there, right?
Sorry, that's what I mean. Here,
Oh,
I'll point.
gotcha.
I'll point with the arrow.
Okay.
Sorry, that guy there.
Sorry, I was like, I think
Up on
Tristan
the.
and I
I
can
should have
take care of
specified
that.
up on the hill.
Oh, we can clean up these too easy.
right.
Yeah, we can clean that up.
All right. Go ahead and roll an attack.
All right, let's see.
Just out of curiosity, while you're doing that,
Natural 29.
Nice.
Ooh. All right. Roll damage and then double it.
Oh, sorry, that's a 6. Let's do that. 5, so 10.
Oof.
Tasty.
Oof.
Woo! give them a second thought about shooting at my friends.
With that single shot with your crossbow, the bolt goes square through, dead center, between the goblin's eyes, and with so much force and ferocity, it passes clean through the skull, shoots out, and notches itself into a tree behind the goblin. The goblin, however, after a moment of standing there motionless, falls to the ground, and after another moment, rolls over and falls down 20 feet, smashing his head into a rock and splattering the ground with what used to be his brains.
Holy shit!
Oh my.
Just trying to
That's
match up to you
amazing.
guys.
Well, I
Trying to
think you're
catch up.
catching up admirably.
Yeah. I mean, that's a hell of a kill.
And I guess if it took 2 actions to drop and grab my crossbow and shoot, so that's 3 actions. That's the end of my turn.
Right.
Or unless, do I have one more shot, or am I wrong?
No, that's it.
You only have the one shot unless you have a feat.
Okay, yep, that's it then.
That brings us to Zero.
All right, time to use a little more magic, gentlemen.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Remember, we want one alive.
I got an idea for that actually.
I like the sound of this.
I have a thing called an acid arrow.
Oh, shit.
What?
Yeah. So I have to make a spell attack against a target. I'll target the one that's the farthest from us, the one up here that's like 50 feet away from us.
All right.
From you, then.
True. And let's see here. So I need a. Okay. Cool. So I'll roll an attack then. This one is not an instantaneous one, obviously.
Okay.
All right.
19.
19 definitely hits.
Woo.
Go ahead and roll.
Nice. What do you roll for damage on that sort of thing?
It's gonna be way overkill.
Well, that's okay.
It's so dead. There's nothing. There's gonna be nothing left, guys. We're talking 3 d8s.
Oh,
3d8.
3d8s.
Yep.
Like, the only way he's gonna survive this is if you get 3 ones.
Plus 1d6 of persistent acid damage.
he's
Oh my
dead.
God. Just trying to one up Tristan on that cleaving kill.
Oh my
So that's
god.
9 points of damage plus the 5 points of
Oh my
persistent acid damage.
Oh my.
9. Okay.
You're like, oh, you don't have to tell me the rest. He's dead.
He's a puddle.
Literally.
So is it like a blast of acid? Is that kind of how it looks?
It's like they call it like I conjure an arrow of acid
Okay.
that I just shoot.
All right. So you kind of draw back this imaginary arrow and release. It flies straight to his target and manages to cleave its way into the left hand of the goblin. The goblin looks down at his hand and he looks at his buddy and he seems to be perfectly fine. But then a moment later, blood starts to drip down his mouth and he vomits a little bit of blood. Eyes widen. He kind of goes, "Oh!" and falls down dead. He too rolls down the cliff.
Does he roll down as a body or is he just sludge?
He's something resembling a cross between a dead goblin, a pile of pus, and red vomit. Red bloody vomit.
Wow.
Wasn't.
That's
Okay.
Holy shit. You're gonna have to teach me that one.
I'm gonna have to hold off on the insults on Zero.
I'm a little worried now.
Yeah, well.
all right.
right.
So that gives me that's 2 actions, by the way. So I have one more.
Throw that boomerang dagger.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Let's
throw
see
it
that
at the.
Mjolnir shank.
Oh, that's right. You have the boomerang dagger. Oh,
Yeah.
why haven't you guys used that yet?
First
Now is the
opportunity
time.
for me.
Doesn't work.
Just out of curiosity, the 2 goblins closest to Tristan, either of those the ones that I attacked earlier with the magic missile?
I've
No, I
lost
think
track.
that one's dead.
I don't think so. They're
I
still
think-
fully. They're fine.
Okay. So
They're in full
I'm
health,
gonna-
so I don't think so.
I'm gonna throw my dagger at the one here to the. I guess that'd be the south, wouldn't it?
To my
okay.
south or to my north?
To your south.
Okay.
The one not next to the water, I should say.
There we go.
Watch as I fuck this one up. I'm not using any magic. Let's see.
Well, there's
okay.
a little bit of magic in that it being a boomerang sword. Dagger,
True,
like,
true.
Isn't there a little magic in all of us?
Right? It's just a bit of magic.
Yeah,
Uh,
I casted
15.
All right.
15 is what I rolled.
Sorry, I was checking something else.
You're good, man.
15 to attack or 15 damage.
15 to attack.
Sorry, can you say that one more time?
Oh, you're good, man. 15 for the attack there on the returning dagger.
And you're going for the one to the north or to the south?
The one to the south, the one not next to the water, but closer to the cliff face.
Gotcha. So 15 does not hit.
Oh, damn.
It kind of whizzes around the goblin but doesn't quite make contact and swings right back to you, back to your hand.
Damn. Well, that's okay. I think Tristan can take care of that.
I was gonna say, Tristan, I know you were thinking about doing a little spin to decapitate me, the three of them, but two out of three ain't bad.
I got a pretty decent kill count so far.
All right, that
Speaking
brings us to
of-
Tristan.
I'm going to, judging by how I know the profile picture is, I think the one to my north is on my left, which is my shield hand. So I feel a little better about turning on that one for a second because I do have a bulwark there. I'm gonna cave in the head of the one to my south. I'm just gonna fuck his day up, and then
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna cleave through him too.
All
Cleave
right.
to electric boogaloo.
Go ahead.
Fuck yes.
All right, so that's a 12 plus 10 is 22.
Damn.
All right, that definitely hits.
Sweet. Let's get it chopping.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a 5 plus 3 is 8.
All right, you swing upward and manage to cleave straight through the thigh of this goblin. One leg goes flying, his body falls down to the ground, and he is beginning to bleed out. He's frantically kind of trying to grab at his leg to stop the bleeding, to no avail. He quickly bleeds to death.
Okay.
That was beautiful.
Excellent.
Is that one action that I've just taken?
That is one action.
All right, since
One hit
I
kill.
know that, one hit kill. Woof. All right, so that's 4. I think that's enough killing for me. I'm gonna leave the one up top. So the one to my north, I'm just going to kind of just yeet myself at him and just tackle him to the ground because we
Oh,
do
yeah.
need one a lot. So I'm just gonna kind of tackle him and grapple him to the ground and just pin him down, and trust that my two fellows can take care of the one who's been putting me, pin cushioning me for the past God knows how long.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a acrobatics check.
That's a 15. All in all.
All right. Are you dropping your sword and shield and grabbing him completely, or are you kind of holding on to the sword and shield?
I guess I'll just kind of I'll still hang on to him. I'll just kind of grab him under his arm and just kind of like pin him against my chest. Like when you have a little toddler and you just kind of grab into their armpit and just kind of you can still be holding on to something, but you're definitely not
Yeah.
using it.
Yep.
Yeah, like that.
All right. So you managed to actually grab one of the arms, and though the goblin tries to fight back, you are he is no match for your strength by comparison. And you manage to grab the second arm. Yeah, you managed to grab the second arm and now have him pinned. He can still make an attempt to escape, but right now he is in your grasp. And that's going to use up the rest of your turn.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Nice.
Much I can do.
All right, that brings us to the goblins.
My ass is exposed, guys.
Having
Hey, you
Having
ugly
seen-
things, how would you aim at me?
having seen all of his kin, all but one kin, thrown down bloody, the goblin at the top of the cliff runs back, and
Ah, shit.
Fucking coward.
That could prove to be a problem.
That might
And-
be. We may have lost our element of surprise.
Yeah.
he runs back, frantically screaming out, "Longshanks! The Longshanks! They're killing us all! The Longshanks!"
Who the fuck is a Longshanks?
Get back here and tell us.
Wait, I have one right here.
Oh, that's it.
That's right.
The other goblin, however, attempts to escape Tristan's grasp. And Tristan, roll a straight up strength check. So that's d20 plus your strength modifier.
Well, that's a 14 plus a 3, so 17.
All right. The goblin after. Save it. Yeah. The goblin after scrambling around your grasp manages to slip from your fingers.
You
And-
slippery little bastard.
It makes a beeline for the cliff. He manages to jump over the dead and pus and poison-ridden corpses of his kin with relative ease. He seems to be frantically trying to escape from the three of you. However, it seems that he's made it to the cliff and tries to scale it, but managed to slip on a particularly slippery rock and falls down to the ground, falls on his back, and he is now on his back in front of the cliff, and that uses up the rest of his turn.
All right, Utramir, sick him.
Yeah, come on, you just got to get him at disadvantage. He's on his back.
Absolutely. All right. So I'm going to sprint over to him. It'll take 2 moves to run over to him. But as I'm doing it, I flip my crossbow up in the air and catch it and hit him in the face to try and knock him out.
So you're trying to knock him out, not kill him.
Not kill him, just
Oh,
flip it and hit
All right.
him with the butt of it.
Hit him with the fettuccine uppercut.
Yeah.
Man, this is a good night.
I mean, I've lost like half my points, but be fine.
Don't worry, I got some healing potions.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Utramir, go ahead and roll a d20 plus. Are you proficient in education? Shit. Okay, so Utramir, roll a d20 and add plus 8. No, plus 6. D20 plus 6.
22.
And you're trying to knock him out, not kill him.
Just, do a little flip, hit him with the butt.
Roll a
Very well done.
roll a d4 and half that for damage.
2.
And- All
The one
right.
time I'm happy to roll a 1 on that.
Oh, so you rolled a 2, so you got a 1. All right.
Yeah,
you,
sorry, yeah.
You manage to knock him out clean. It looks like he's a couple of teeth short, however.
He didn't need them anyway.
There's some all over the beach. We can just put them back in.
We may not be dentists, but I think we could work some wonders.
And sew something back in there.
Right? Who
Can't be
knows?
that
Maybe this guy will be nice and friendly when he wakes up from his long concussion-filled nap.
Might be sooner than you think, my green friend.
Excellent.
Are we out of combat now? Or?
You are out of combat, yes.
All right.
Oh,
Let's
He is the final goblin is out clean though. No telling when he'll come to, but he's currently incapacitated.
let's tie him up because we do
Yes.
have salt water right there. We can rouse him pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gonna be he's a slippery little bastard. So we might as well tie him up and then just dunk him in there until he comes to for a few seconds until he comes
Then
to.
bring him back up.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're waterboarding him.
Let's do it. I'll tie him up. Hands
that.
behind his back.
Get the feetsies too.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea.
All right, go ahead and roll a. How do I want to do that? So you're just trying to tie him up, all right?
Mhm.
Okay.
I was gonna say try and hog tie him, but I feel like that's maybe a little advanced for my level of rope
You did
proficiency.
grow up on a farm, right?
That's true. Although we just had we just had crops. We didn't have any animals.
No cattle.
Yeah,
Go ahead and roll a
exactly.
survival check to tie him up.
All right, let's
See
see.
how adequate your knots are.
20, but not natural. Dirty 20.
Say that again.
Not natural. Not a
A
natural 20.
regular 20.
Dirty 20.
Got it. All right, you managed to tie him up. The knots look pretty strong. Look like they're in pretty good order. What would you like to do?
All right, shall we try this? We can I'm gonna pick him up and just dunk his head in the water for about just 5 seconds or so, and then bring him back up and see if he awakens.
As you kind of dunk him into the water, you see a plethora of frothy bubbles emerge from the surface. After
Good call,
about
Tristan.
after about 3 or 4 seconds, the goblin begins to wriggle and raggle around in your grasp.
We'll bring him back
Well,
up.
It looks like he's kind of coughing up salt water at the moment, and he's. Have you ever seen a sad puppy after having had its first bath? That's
Don't
what this
make us
goblin looks like.
sympathize
right
for
now.
this thing. Don't make us feel bad for it.
I'm starting to feel terrible.
I make my way towards it just all bloodied up and ruined because I am not having any of this shit.
But for the razor sharp teeth and bat-like eyes, he seems pretty decrepit at this point, and continues to cough up salt water, then phlegm, then what appears to be blood.
Ooh.
All right.
How hard did you hit him again?
I think I hit him a little harder than intended.
There's gonna be a nice knot in the back of his head.
Right.
Yeah.
Now my goblin friend's gonna set him down on the ground.
As you set him on the ground, he kind of wriggles around and he's actively trying to get out of his restraints.
I'm gonna move right next to Utramir and kind of just kneel and put the edge of my shield on his knee, and just look at him and say, "If you don't stop moving, I'm gonna break your leg."
Go ahead and roll a intimidation check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I have perfect. I think I have something. I think I got a tick or something in there.
You do.
Yeah,
so
I
it's gonna
do.
be D20 plus 5.
Yeah. Come on, baby. Oh, 19 plus 5, 24.
Woo!
Woo!
High rollers tonight. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. It looks like he is quieted down a bit, but he's still kind of wriggling around trying to
I'm gonna
find
put a little
deep
bit
root.
of pressure on his knee, not fucking around. Like, you're going to sit still. You're going to answer all of our questions. And if I even think you're trying to deceive us, I'm going to make what I did to your little friends look like a picnic.
He kind of shrinks. He kind of shrinks down a little bit, looking even smaller than before. He looks microscopic compared to when you guys were battling him and his kin. He stops moving for a moment and kind of looks at you and tries to inch his way away from you, but still doesn't look like he's trying to escape anymore. He's noticeably uncomfortable with you being that close to him.
Now, you have nothing to fear from us. You cooperate. Are you ready to cooperate? All right.
He just kind of makes sounds. He doesn't really respond. He's
I can't
petrified in fear.
What was that again? I can't understand. I can't understand gibberish. Nod your head yes if you understand. Good. I remove my shield and I look to Ushmir like, proceed.
All right, my friend.
Now that he's sufficiently pissed himself.
As you kind of turn away, you kind of smell a. It appears he's relieved himself.
Oh my god. You know.
And the already yellow sands became just a little bit yellower.
Don't eat the yellow sand.
Definitely the good cop, bad cop routine.
Love it.
Now, my friend, now that you have seen, you don't want to mess with Tristan. I thought maybe you would get that idea just from seeing your friend get cleaved in half.
Nice.
Did I hear cleave?
Now, I cannot promise that Tristan, he's a bit of a wild warrior. Who knows? He might just snap.
Very pretty sword.
But I can promise you, if you tell the truth to us, nothing bad will come to you.
Prettier with more goblin blood.
Why should I believe you? You and the Longshanks, you eat goblins.
Who the hell is Longshanks?
First question, excellent.
Oh yes, that's a great baseline question. What is Longshanks?
The goblin turns towards Tristan and says,
That's a Longshanks.
Oh, human.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Well, hey, first question. That sounds pretty truthful to me. I think you're okay for right now. Second question. What is your name?
Why does it matter? You're just gonna eat me.
Let me tell you, my little green friend. I do not eat goblins. Goblins are not on the menu. Never on the menu. In fact, we're not savage people. We eat decent food. Well, again, I cannot.
Yet.
I was going to say, Tristan. I can hold him back for only so long.
if you don't eat goblins, what are those fangs for?
He looks at Fangs.
Oh, fangs. Oh, my friend, I am just an orc.
Orcs
actually,
that eat goblins.
not this orc, my friend. I grew up amongst humans. I do not. The only thing I eat meat, not goblin meat, but I eat meat, vegetables, all sorts of wonderful things.
Go ahead and roll a
Not
diplomacy check.
goblins. That's good because I haven't used diplomacy yet. We're talking 23.
He seems to believe you at this point. That he seems to be fairly certain in the fact that he probably won't get eaten by the giant orc in front of him or the longshanks to the side.
Now that we've established that I'm being truthful, it sounds like you're being truthful. Again, what is your name, my goblin friend?
Loot.
Newt?
Loot.
With an
Loot.
L.
Yeah.
Loot. All right. Loot. Let's just say that we take no pleasure in doing what we're doing, but we must ask some questions of you. Loot, how many of there are you?
Many.
I'm going to need a more exact number than that.
Well, more than you.
More than us. Okay, so more than we just fought?
Yeah.
Like 20. Do you know how to count?
What's count?
All right, that's fair enough. Would you say, okay, so if there were 10 of you, minus your
What's
friend
10?
who ran away, never you mind the amount of you that attack.
Can I eat the 10?
Well, I mean, I don't think you want to turn to cannibalism, my friend. 10 being the number of goblins there were. I don't eat goblins. I wouldn't think you eat them either.
I mean, there's no dog meat. Yeah.
Yikes. All right. So
I'm
there were many
seriously
here.
debating if I didn't want to kill this guy before.
There were many who fought us. Would you say it's many more?
Yeah. Many more.
All right.
Ooh.
Also, all right. So you're being truthful. I appreciate this. Is there another orc in your midst? No. Only with one hand.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it won't help.
I'm
Tristan?
gonna just stand behind Uchimir with my sword, just like dripping blood. Like maybe, huh?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe it's not going to be good enough.
You can do better than maybe.
Well, maybe I heard something about a big green. Yeah.
Okay, elaborate. Or Tristan's going. I'm going to let Tristan do some questioning.
Yeah. There was one here.
How long ago has he left?
He left a couple of days ago.
Where did he go?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's not good enough. Tristan, do you want to come over and question him?
Oh, I would love to.
He left with the bugbear.
I'm gonna reach forward and grab one of his toes, like between 3 fingers.
Wait! Don't do that!
Oh, where does he live again?
He
I kind of
left.
give an experimental bend in the opposite direction. Like, not enough to like break it, but like be quickly.
Start.
He left with the bugbear.
The
Bugbear.
Bugbear.
The bugbear?
The bugbear. The bear bug.
Bed bug. What is that?
Yes, the bed bug.
The bed bug.
Yeah,
Bed bug.
Yeah.
Again,
the
elaborate.
big nasty.
The big nasty. What is this?
He's the big nasty.
Is there anyone? I'm gonna come in real quick, kind of from behind him. Maybe somebody you could take us to somebody who knows what the bear bug is.
Yes. Who is your leader?
Is he amongst the slain?
Right. Do we kill them?
Oh, no. You haven't killed the chief. The chief, he's still here.
All right.
At the here, or ran off here, or like,
Oh, no. Oh, no. He's here.
What's your chief's name?
dude, be honest here. Are you
What chief? What chief? He's the nugget. He's the rip nugget.
Rip
Luke, are you
nuggets.
Oh,
particularly important in your tribe? Would you say that you're a big sort, big deal?
Me?
Yes, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a big deal, huh?
So you're important.
Yeah.
So you're definitely more valuable alive over dead.
Yeah,
do you think?
I like being alive. Life is good.
Oh no, I don't care if you like being alive. I'm wondering if your tribe will care if you're alive or
Ooh.
not. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll to see if he's bullshitting me.
Roll a diplomacy check.
All right. 18 plus 5.
20. Okay. It looks like he genuinely wants to. It looks like he genuinely wants to believe that he's important, but based upon how he's kind of reacting, his nomenclature, his gesticulations, or what he can muster being tied up, and your basic knowledge of goblins, more likely than not, he's just kind of a foot soldier.
Loot, what did I tell you I'd do if you were lying to me?
No, I didn't lie.
I kind of grip his
I don't
toe
lie.
and push it a little more further
No.
away.
No.
This
Don't do that.
little goblin went to market.
I eat the piggies.
I'm just gonna break his toe.
Ah!
Are you gonna stop lying now?
Yes.
And now he's just
Okay,
drenched in tears and crying.
Dislocate his toe, not break it.
It's too late. You already broke it.
Yeah, fair enough. Scan it now.
Oh, don't worry. At least see the last goblin he talked to, he just ate that toe right off. So I think you're pretty lucky, Loot.
I don't eat goblins.
Uh,
Feed them to the biggest nasty Tremere. You know that.
That's true.
Utramir, roll a intimidation check.
18.
Okay, he very much believes everything that you're saying right now. Where he now is firm in the knowledge that you two have both eaten goblin flesh in the past.
Only on occasion. Now, Loot. What is beyond the bridge?
It's the house. The goblin house.
The Goblin House.
Yeah.
Explain.
It's
House of Goblins.
yeah. Yeah.
Do you all live there, or is that where your chief lives? Or
Yeah.
all of you and the chief?
Well, the chief lives there, but we live out here. Some of us. Some of us live there. Some of us live there. I live here. I don't get to go there much.
I crouch down to Loot and say, Loot, you enjoy living, yes?
Yeah.
And you enjoy not having your toes broken, yes?
I did.
Like it. Like I flick it hard.
Demean Longshanks.
None of the sass.
He begins to
The
cry
mean
again.
Longshanks has had a hard day because the pesky goblin is filling him full of arrows.
I'm sorry.
Are you?
Yes.
How would you like it if I filled you full of arrows, Lute?
I wouldn't like it.
I don't think you would like it. Do you think the Longshanks likes it?
No, the Longshanks doesn't
No, the
like it.
Longshanks does not like it. The Longshanks is an amenable fellow. He would have been happy to talk, but the goblins decided to shoot arrows and slash at him with swords. So the Longshanks had to cleave them all over the beach and make a mess and put notches in his sword. It's just a bad day, Luke. So listen, I'm gonna level
sorry.
with you. I understand. Listen, I'm gonna level with you. I don't want to kill you. Listen, like we're just trying to get through this and finish a quest here. So what do you say after we're done kind of picking, what we can from your buddies here? You lead us to the big house. We have a discussion with the chief. We cut you loose and let you go, and you can live about your life with 9 toes, eh?
You mean you let me go?
Of course.
On the stipulation that you don't betray us. You have to lead us to the big house. You cannot trick us. You have to lead us safely so we don't get hurt anymore. Yeah, we'll let you go.
Okay.
If I catch a whiff that you're deceiving us, I'm going to run you through.
He kind of just falls back crying again.
Oh, stop. I'm only joking.
Kinda.
I'm only joking. I'm not really going to run you through. Just don't. As long as you don't betray us, you have nothing to fear.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We will lead you.
Oh,
One of us will be behind you with a knife at all times to your back. So
Oh, no. That won't be necessary. I'll just tie his ropes. We'll unbind his hands. He'll lead us up the rock face, but I'll tie him to my chest.
Ooh.
all
Because
right.
he'll be attached to the Longshanks. And, Lute, you wouldn't want to make the Longshanks angry, would you?
no.
That's what I thought. All right, you sit tight. We're going to go relieve your friends of their worldly possessions.
Yes.
Just we'll be back with you in a minute. I'm gonna flip him over so he's face down in the piss sand.
He seems thoroughly terrified at everything that's going on. So
Good.
as you begin to loot the corpses of his brethren, he doesn't move a muscle. If you guys didn't know any better, you'd call him a corpse too.
All right.
All right,
well,
let's loose these massacred bodies if there's any.
absolutely. If there's anything we can get, let's do it. I'll get my
Alright.
rapier as well and reload my crossbow.
All right. After spending about 15 minutes or 10 or 15 minutes or so, kind of rummaging around the corpses of the goblins, you find about 5 rusty dog slicers, which are virtually worthless. They're basically rusted iron pseudo swords that goblins tend to use, and they're not even worth their weight in steel. Kind of tattered bits of armor that again are really not worth anything. You do, however, find 4 short bows of pretty poor quality, but adequate weapons nonetheless, as well as $22 arrows, crudely made arrows, but they'll function the same as any other arrow fine. Other than that, you find 8 copper pieces and 2 gold and 2 silver pieces among the lots. But everything else that they're carrying is pretty much typical goblin uselessness.
Well, I guess someone could take the arrows and the money, of course, but I feel like nothing else is worth taking.
Well, do you want a short bow?
Actually, you do find one decent set of leather armor
Ooh.
made for a small individual.
We want to pack that up. Oh wait, yeah.
It is crusted in blood and tattered, and certainly has seen its better days. It's been, I would call it fixed or repaired, but probably it looks like the quality of the repair is that of a 3-year-old. Should it be properly mended, it could serve as regular leather armor and look decent, but it would still certainly look like it came off a goblin corpse.
I don't know
Zero,
if
come here.
I don't know if I want a 3-year-old's repaired bit of bloodied, chopped up leather armor.
You could wash it up. Probably wash up just fine. Shrink a little
Right?
bit.
No
Salt
problem
water
then.
right there.
You know, I could put it in my backpack, I guess. That's not
Might as well.
All right, do you want to do that? And I'll delete it.
I'm gonna pick up one of the dog slicers and just experimentally throw it into the water and see if anything stirs.
Ooh, good idea.
All right, you throw it into the water, and it kind of makes a small splash and sinks, but doesn't seem to do anything that you can tell. It looks like the waves still are crashing in the same way they were before.
All right.
No noticeable difference.
All right. About how many dog slices do we have now?
Looks like there's 6 dog slicers.
Dog slices. We have 8 goblins.
To you, it
Okay.
would be considered a either a large dagger or a small short sword in relative size. But again, they're pretty rusted and
Not my intention at all. I'm gonna look to Utramir and Zero and be like, you might not want to wash this. And then I'm just gonna slowly kind of like take each of the dog slices in hand and like put them in hands of like the decimated corpses, burying them in some of them, and try to make it look like this was a little like spat between the goblins and they killed each other. Maybe buy us some time and throw them off our scent. But at the same time, this is straight up Tristan just going like, and you're getting stabbed. You can look like you held this. I'm burying this one in your guts. I'm burying this one in the remains of your head. Like, it's not pretty.
roll a survival check.
That is a 16 on the roll. Plus 5 because I'm trained in survival, so 21.
So after about 5 or 10 minutes of kind of maneuvering the bodies around and moving the bodies and changing their position, changing where their weapons fell, it looks like a very, very bloody battle occurred here.
I kind of wash my hands off in the water like I'm not proud of what I did.
But for the fact that half their weapons are missing, it would seem pretty reasonably that it was an inter clan clash.
Oh, who would like the money? I don't need the money. Tristan, would you like to take it?
How many silver pieces? We had like 2 silver pieces, and how many copper pieces?
8.
8 copper pieces.
8 copper pieces. All right, I'll take 1 silver piece and 4 copper pieces, and then I'll hand the other half to Ciro.
Perfect.
Ooh, thank you.
Do we even want those?
You did us proud in that, despite not being able to swim. So I think you very well earned that.
I'll
Definitely
take
made that. The
I
short
hand him 2
bows.
more copper pieces.
How many copper
He's
pieces
gonna-
was that again?
6.
6. Ooh, shiny. I can rub these together.
Do we even want those short bows, or should we just like not even bother?
Don't even bother with them, dude.
I wouldn't even bother. I've already harnessed all the things. Break the bowstrings just in case they come back here and try to scavenge anything. Might as well make them useless.
Perfect. Oh, also, let's start cutting some goblin ears off. We can sell the. Oh wait, maybe not, because if they want to, if we want them to think that it was
Right.
okay, yeah, we won't worry about
One
that.
of them's head is decimated, so you might as well cut his ears. Like one of them's cleaved in half. You might as well take his ears.
That's true. It's all good. We don't need them. That's chump change for heroes like us.
Yeah, and I mean, worse comes to worse, we can always
Right.
listen. If we need to intimidate, we can always just.
All right, ears are a good way to go. What time is it, by the way? What is it
Ooh,
early still, or
Good question.
We're in a cave. Can we really tell?
It's about. I think it's nearing sunset.
so we should probably make camp here.
Wait, scratch that. I think it's like a couple hours till sunset.
Still, it might be prudent to make camp here and keep our eye on loot.
Oh wait, no, you guys came in the morning, and you guys made it to here in the late morning, so it'd be about the early afternoon, 2-ish.
Oh, never mind then. Let's
we're
get
fine.
out. Let's get off the beach then.
2 or 3.
Let's go back to loot. Let's flip him over and let's be on our way. I mean, we can always find a safer place to camp. But right now, considering we have one who flew, and you know, the odds are that we can always have another another patrol roving in the area. The sooner we beat Treat from here, the better.
Good idea. Let's get him, and we'll start climbing that cliff.
All right. And okay, so what are you doing with the loot?
We're like retying him so the rope goes around my chest, and he has. How long do you think? How much of a lead do you think we should give him?
Not
Maybe, like,
much.
A couple feet.
Like 3 feet? You think 3 feet's good?
3 feet.
I think 3
perfect.
feet's perfect.
Okay, like 3 feet of lead, so he can kind of like comfortably maneuver, but I'm still like within yanking distance.
Definitely.
Like he can manipulate his things, but he's tied tight around the chest. Like he's not going anywhere.
I like it.
Yeah, like I just have it around me, but he's got like a little rope harness around him, attaching him to me.
Is his legs like free to walk,
Yeah, he can walk. He's just like, but he's definitely lashed to me.
and his arms are tied, or no?
You know, his arm. He's got like his limbs are good, but he's
Okay.
like, but if he
Tied
tries
around
to
like the
run
neck,
too
maybe, or
far- Yeah, like if he tries to run too far, it's gonna be like when you run out of string and you're like, yeah,
Go ahead and
like when a dog tries to outrun its leash and just goes.
go ahead and roll a survival check.
let's do it. All right.
That was a nat 20.
Whoever's
Ooh.
tying him up.
Wow.
Sorry, what was that?
That was a natural 20.
Ooh. What is that total?
Natural 20 plus my survival, which I think is a 5. Yeah, 5.
So you go to untie him from his current bondage and then retie him, just kind of with kind of like one of those child harnesses that you see at Disneyland.
I didn't want to say it.
And he doesn't seem to make any attempt to escape. It looks like he's more interested in not antagonizing dear Tristan. So he actively remains stoic during the untying and retying process.
I give him a little head pat, like, good on you.
He kind of does this weird sort of almost a cat purr, but in a kind of a gargled sort of way.
All right. Can you lead us up the wall now?
Yeah.
I'll be right behind you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
All right.
It's total like emotional manipulation.
Absolutely.
Totally just like Chekhov's goblin.
So he manages to climb up the wall with pretty fair amount of ease. Are you as he's kind of climbing up? Are you letting him? Are you kind of giving him some slack?
I'm giving him some space, but I'm trying to like follow in the way he's going.
Okay, go ahead and roll a athletics check.
All right. 23.
So you're climbing up and keeping pace with the goblin. He's about 3 feet ahead of you, and both of you make it up with ease.
We're not getting spiked, are we?
You're going up from where you came, right?
I
Kind
think
of looks
we're
like a
going up
bunch.
from where he came, right?
Okay,
Right.
got it.
Yeah.
So once you make it over the cliff, there's a little bit of spikage there, kind of a doorway of thistles. You'll have to move that aside to pass.
Okay.
So let's see. As you move through, go ahead and roll a reflex save.
Damn it.
I have some. I think I have something. I have reflex 9. I got a 9 in reflex, I think. Okay. That's another 23. 14 plus my 9.
All right. You pass through the. You and Oot pass through the kind of thistle archway with ease.
Before I go, I'm going to kind of toss. I'm gonna kind of like tug on Loot like a little after we clear the brambles, like kind of not really like a stay here, but just kind of like tugging him, like, all right, wait up, give me a second.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna toss my my grappling hook down to Utramir and Ciro, so I can just kind of like pull him up.
Okay.
Grab onto the rope then.
All right, both of you go ahead and roll a athletics check.
Me or them?
Them.
No problem.
Fucking nat 1.
Oof.
21.
Utramir makes it up with ease. He looks more like a cat than he does an orc at the moment. Ciro, however, after taking one step, falls back and rolls into the water and is now drenched.
Well, at least it happened here and not in the battle.
And Utramir, roll a reflex save as you pass through the archway.
Oh, yes.
That should be fine. He's tiny.
17.
All right, you also make it through with ease.
So I rolled again. I got a 15 now.
All right, you climb up the rope a second time. On your second attempt, fine. Not graceful, but fine. And roll a reflex save as you pass through.
I shall climb it a second time.
He didn't take any hits.
Right.
Oh my god. Another fucking 1.
So as you kind of make your way through the wall of thistles, You release a hand from a branch just a little bit too early, and whack! It just whacks you in the face and does 1 point of damage and leaves a little bit of a cut under one of your eyes.
Oof.
At least I'm getting them out of the way now. Holy shit.
Ugh. Okay. All right then, Luke.
Good things can't last forever.
All right then, Luke. You mind leading us on our way to the big house?
The big house. Yeah.
Goblin house, yeah.
Yeah. This way.
All right.
And
We're
you
gonna
kinda leap-
toddle after the toddler then.
let me see. So he kind of leads you to the left, and how much is so kind of is leading you through kind of the areas that you've already been past. As you guys make it past the pit from which the bunyip was, he tries to get as far away from that pit as possible. He seems noticeably scared of that pit, and he just kind of, it's kind of like a cat that sees like an unusual object or unusual toy, and they're just scraping against the wall, trying to put as much distance between them and in this case, a pit as possible.
Do we notice that?
You do. It's very visible.
Loot, is that where the big nasty is?
No. That's a scream pit.
Scream pit?
Hey, have a scream pit.
Do you use this for?
Don't ask.
No. The when you make the chief mad, you go in the pit.
Does anybody come out of the pit?
No.
I kind of lean back to Ujaman, so I'm like, I guess there's a first time for everything.
Yeah, you go in the pit, you scream, and you don't come back. You don't want to be in the pit. A bad pit. It's a bad pit.
Yeah, I'm going to
Certainly.
agree with you there, Loot.
Yes, very, very much a bad pit. Bad pit.
Definitely.
All right, I guess let's continue on our way then.
Absolutely.
Wait. We should be quiet. There's-
Why there's a church mouse? No
The
offense.
dogs. The dogs are there. The dogs. The dogs.
The dogs.
The dogs. The dogs.
All
The
right.
dogs are there. They're right around here.
Are they wild dogs? What are they?
No, they're goblin dogs. They're the best kind of dog.
All right, so you can get us past them then without any trouble.
Oh, yeah, I guess I can.
Again, I'm going to get up right behind him and have my rapier drawn kind of near his back. Like, again.
Hold on. I think there might be a more, plan B, but I think there might be a better way to go about this.
All right.
Do I make enemies when you make friends? I kind of lean down next to Loot, and I'm like, Loot, you think you're a important person, yes?
Yeah,
Well, how would you like to be an important person? War
I thought
Chief
it was.
Loot. Well, how would you like to be an even more important person? War Chief Loot. It's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Ooh.
Does that mean I get more meats?
Of course. All the meats. All the
Absolutely.
goblin women, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Sounds like a good deal, doesn't it?
So, the Longshanks is capable at fighting, and so are the others. So, if you help us, what if we help you become the new war chief?
The new what?
Become
War
war
chief.
chief.
War Chief Loot.
And he kind of like looks up and is kind of thinking about it, and he seems to be lost in a dream at the moment.
Are you still with us? Are you understanding?
Yeah.
All right.
War
So-
Chief Loot.
You become war chief Loot. Longshanks get what they're looking for. Yes.
Yeah. What?
And we're
What was it you were looking for again?
not important. You're
Right,
not
don't worry
going-
about that.
You're not going to betray us, correct? You'll tell them that these Longshanks are friends of War Chief Luke, right?
Well, I can tell the dogs that, but
Sure. But when you're War Chief, that means reality, what you say is what is. That's what
Correct.
ruling is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Everyone
so.
has to do what Loot says. And if Loot says that the Longshanks are friends, then the Longshanks are friends, are they not?
Correct.
I mean, I can tell the dogs that, but Thungurt might not like it.
We'll deal with that when we get there.
Right.
Keep that in mind as we go forward.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I kind of lean up and I'm just like, carry on. Tell the dogs that the Longshanks are friends and think maybe War Chief Loot.
All right.
Keep it in your head.
All right. So he moves forward, and you guys are close behind.
Yep.
This little strong War Chief. Like a rat bag in Shadow of Mordor.
Yes.
War Chief Loot. So good.
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
So he moves forward. He's just kind of moving his way along, and you guys. Come on.
Oh.
Oh, fuck nuggets.
Yeah.
So after you guys kind of make the turn and get to where you guys are now, you see 4 large goblin dogs.
Loot, you're gonna tell the dogs that the Longshanks are friends, right?
Right.
The floor of the walls of this musty-smelling chamber is covered with a matted, wet layer of fur. The well-gnawed bones lie scattered on the floor, and a dozen wooden stalks have been driven into the ground.
Why?
To which 4 of the muscle-bound goblin dogs are tied via a chain. Once your presence is known, they look your way, but instead of barking, as is typical of their demeanor, they see that Loot is leading your band, and they kind of make their way towards Loot, their chains blocking their advance. What do you do?
I want to trust Loot here.
Let's do it. Let's try. We can
Let's
trust him.
Loot. Remember, War Chief Loot.
War
Just
Chief Loot.
Tell the dogs that we're friends.
Yeah. We're here.
And he kind of makes his way towards the dogs. Are you staying
I'm
5
gonna
feet behind him, or what do you
I'm
guys?
gonna stay behind it, give him a little bit of lead. And I'm just gonna not like pull my sword out, but just have my hand like resting on the hilt of my sword in case it hits the fan.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Have my hand on my rapier as well.
Like for quick Listen, I don't know if I'll die fighting these dogs, but if I'm going out, Loot's going with me. I'm
So
taking
as-
Goblin with me.
As Loot moves forward, all 4 goblin dogs stretch out their chains to full length, trying to make their way towards Loot. The goblin closest to him makes his way towards Loot and licks Loot's hand, and Loot kind of begins to pet that dog. With Loot there, the 4 otherwise vicious goblin dogs seem fairly docile, and though they smell you and though they see you, they don't seem to be reacting to you.
I'm gonna go ahead and get a little closer, but still stay behind Loot.
Good idea.
Kind of very cautiously, like move forward, just like.
Loot moves forward to pet the dog, goblin dog, the other goblin dog, and it seems that one in particular seems very affectionate towards Loot. And they kind of begin to play with each other a little bit. It's kind of like when you return home from a long day, and the dog is enthralled to see you.
What did I say about making us feel sorry for these things?
Right. Damn.
Though they
Damn
do,
it.
though to your eye, they do still seem fairly vicious.
Okay, fair enough.
To kind of describe them, they're something of a cross between a pit bull, Rottweiler, bat, and a rat. And a bald cat.
Ugh. Okay, that's all you had to say.
Yeah.
I mean, they're ugly as sin.
Jesus.
They're pretty. To Loot, they're beautiful, but to you, they're quite ferociously looking and pretty damn ugly. Yeah. Their eyes sink in to their skulls. Their ears kind of pierce out in kind of a bat-like look. They have these large canines, a little bit bigger than what you would typically see on a regular dog, despite the fact that they're a little bit. Actually, they're a little bit larger than your typical house dog, something closer to a wolf-sized, but lacking any kind of long fur. They do have fur, but most of their fur kind of is nestled on the ridge of their backs, forming almost this spike kind of look to it. Though the most striking and odd look to these dogs, if you can call them dogs, is the rat-like tail, which is about the length of its body. Though to Loot, they seem to be quite docile and welcoming to his presence.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I guess.
No kidding.
Yeah. That's a face only a Loot could love.
Loot, these are. Oh, nothing.
They're beautiful, beautiful animals.
Yeah, this one's mine.
And he points to the one kind of to the northwest of him.
This is Flute.
Loot and Loot.
Loot and Loot.
Yeah.
That's
Interesting.
adorable.
All right. Well, we'll have to get acquainted later. To young Flute.
Yeah, Flute's nice.
Yeah.
You know, Loot, I like you.
Yeah, I like you too. You haven't tried to kill me yet. You haven't tried to eat me yet.
You know, Loot, we were just kidding earlier about eating goblins. It's a joke. It probably wasn't very funny. It's really more Longshanks goblin or orc kind of joke, you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
1 minute I feel sorry for this guy. The other one, I want to punt him into the water. I don't know. It's a roller coaster of emotion.
My heart can't take this loot.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Where do we go now, Loot?
Yeah. Okay. Flute, you stay here. You stay here, Flute. Good dog.
It turns around and then kind of makes his way back behind you guys. And as he leaves, all three other than Flute kind of lie down. Flute looks a little bit disgruntled by Lute's departure. But after a moment, it too lies down.
Oh,
Well,
it's at this point that Lute looks a tad bit nervous, and kind of, instead of moving forward, he kind of creeps forward and looks left, looks right at the corridored area to which you guys just made. So there's kind of a fork on the road. One leads north, one leads south. And he's just kind of gingerly moving forward, very kind of slowly and methodically.
I'm gonna stop and kind of put a fraternal hand on his shoulder, like, "Are you all right?"
I don't see Tangletooth.
Tangletooth.
Who's Tangletooth?
He's a big cat.
Kind of like dogs back there, like a pet of yours, or
Yeah, not of mine though. No, he's a mean nasty.
does he travel this area? Like, does he live to the south of your camp?
No, he lives here. He's around here somewhere, but I don't know where.
Why don't we just go slowly? We'll take it slow.
Gonna like untie the harness from me and just kind of wrap it around my hand, like so I can give him some more lead, but like just so I'm not constantly dragging Loot around.
Okay.
good
Like
idea.
just untie it, and then I'm just gonna kind of like free up my hand to hold my sword. Like just slowly draw it, just be like, just
And I'll draw my rapier.
And my
Just-
dagger.
Loot, we'll keep you safe. Just keep going and keep going slow, all right?
Something just whizzed past the screen. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I saw something, but I do not know of a screen. Is that like eyes? Is that a rat folk term for your eyesight?
Yeah. I just don't want to refer to it ever again.
So,
I'm so sorry that joke is played out, but I will continue to do it.
As long as I exist.
Exactly.
all right. So Lute moves forward very, very slowly.
God damn it.
It looks like he's actively trying to sneak. Are you trying? He is actively sneaking. Are you guys sneaking as well?
Absolutely.
Hell to the yes.
Unfortunately, Lute. Well, go ahead and what are you guys' sneak rolls? That would be stealth.
Let's see. What is my stealth?
21. See, I got all those bad rolls out of the way. Thank God.
22.
I don't have a modifier in there, so I have a straight 19.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, that really doesn't matter so much because Lute rolled 1. So
Loot.
Loot, buddy,
Lute,
Johnny, I hardly knew ya.
Lute, despite his best efforts at trying to sneak, manages to step on a particularly loud branch, which cracks, and you then hear a ruffle in the brush ahead of you, which reveals what appears to be a large, muscle-bound cougar that is black, kind of this velvet black, with a bright red stripe along its back and rippling through its tail. Its eyes, the same bright color, are staring directly at Loot. Roll initiative.
Damn it, of all the times not to have a bard to seduce the cougar.
21.
5.
Where are all my lovely things? Christ. I rolled a 19 plus my proficiency is 7, right?
Your perception.
My perception is 7, so 19 plus 7, so 24.
Just me. Or
Sweet loot.
Or sweet loot,
Or sweet loot. He's gonna get eaten by a cougar.
right? Mostly tell him, hey, get behind us.
I don't know how generous I'm feeling right now. I got 18 hit points.
I think we gotta switch. I think it says Ciro has 5, but I should have 21, and Utremer should have 5.
Oh, correct. Yes.
all right.
One time I tried to roll, actually. I don't use my ability to gain panache. I roll like shit.
What do you get with that again?
With panache,
Yeah.
I gain extra speed. I also gain the ability to pull off more acrobatic maneuvers without having to worry about the roll.
But the downside is that you have to go last.
Correct. I also gain
Roll time.
bonus. I gain +1 bonuses to things, so like attacks and such. I mean, like effects and such.
All right. We're going to go ahead and start with Tristan.
Right. So has the cat moved yet?
It has not.
Okay. I'm debating if I want to use my sword and just rush in, or if I want to pick this thing off with an arrow.
I think I have an idea. I have a bit of magic I can use.
Okay.
That could really fuck up that.
Okay, do you want to... Can I delay my turn so that Ciro can go and then I can go?
Yes.
All right, do you want to... Ciro, do you have a plan?
Yeah.
All right, I'll delay my turn. Ciro, bring the magic. I'll figure out if I'm going to hit it or shoot it later.
All right, get ready for my fucking favorite magic spell.
Let's do it.
The fucking hydraulic push.
Oh, I love the hydraulic push.
This sounds fantastic. I need to see this.
This is great.
You call forth a powerful blast of pressurized water that bludgeons the target and knocks it back. I will roll a range spell attack.
Please, 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 please.
That's what I'm talking about. That is a 23.
Woo!
And you're targeting the cougar?
Yes.
That does hit.
Thank God. Okay.
For a second there, I thought you were going to say, and that misses.
All right. So let's get let's see here. 3 d6s.
Oh, yes. Starting off strong. I like it.
Right?
8.
8 total.
Yep.
All right.
Ah.
You conjure from the palm of your hand a bolt of water to which you blast at the cougar. It launches itself at kind of the underjaw of the cougar. It looks like it kind of throws the cougar back, but it still seems to be phased, but not significantly injured.
Oh.
It still took a really good hit though.
Okay.
How many moves did that cost?
Sorry, it's 2.
All right. So you have
Throw
one-
that dagger if you can, or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw that. I'm gonna throw that dagger.
Let's go. Mjolnir.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Sorry, that's 19. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, 19. Sorry.
That hits.
Okay, let's see. That's a 1d4.
We'll take anything you can throw at it.
3.
All right.
Thank God I got those ones out of the way.
For now.
Throw your dagger, and in a spinning motion, it makes its way towards the cougar. It manages to slash the side of the cougar, kind of around its shoulder area, and then turns around and comes back to your hand.
Whew.
Okay.
That brings us back to Tristan.
All right. This is incredibly reckless, but incredibly stupid. But you know what? Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just grip my sword with 2 hands, and then I'm gonna rush and just try to cut my way through this cougar. And since I'm
Hell
using
yeah.
2 hands, I get to use a D12 instead of a D8 if I hit.
Ooh.
All right.
And loot's no longer attached to you, right?
No. I mean, by this point.
Oh, that's right, because you wrapped around your
Yeah,
hand.
he was wrapped. So if I'm gripping 2, he's
He's
Yeah.
loose.
yeah, he's loose.
Totally gotcha. Okay, cool.
He's-
I forgot for a second.
Yeah, he's you let loot off the chain. So we-
All right. Go ahead and roll for attack.
and I add my growth bone and all that. Wait,
Sorry?
No, I add my attack, which is a 10, so that's a 25.
All right. 25 hits.
Wait.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
All right,
Also,
let us
actually,
hope. Let's
before
hope
you
for some high rolls here.
before you do that, actually.
Yeah.
One thing. So you are attacking with your bastard sword, right?
Yes.
So you're making your way at the cougar. So the cougar gets attack of opportunity, first of all.
Fair enough.
Which he makes a. Actually, I think it's a she. She makes a biting motion at you, but does not manage to make the a wound. So go ahead and roll for damage.
Naughty kitty. Getting 11. My attack bonus is 3. So that's a 14 in total.
Holy shit.
All right, you cleave through the shoulder and chest of the cougar, doing a significant amount of damage. A very deep wound has been made on this poor cougar, and it is holding on to life with a clenched paw.
Ugh, if only I had a tool.
That brings us to Gogmert and Tangletooth. So first of all, Tangletooth is going to... Wait. Actually, we're going to go ahead and do Golgmert first. Golgmert kind of conjures something out of his hand, and you see a flaming sword erupt from nothingness. He now grasps a elemental flaming sword in his right hand.
Never mind.
With his other, in his second motion, he yells out a language which none of you understand, and Tangletooth makes a beeline for the door.
Oh hell no, that pelt's mine.
Oh wait, doesn't Tristan get a attack of opportunity since?
Oh shoot, you do. You do all right, go ahead.
Yes.
All right, I'm just going to. So this thing is like barely clinging onto life, right?
That's right.
You know what? We're gonna euthanize this big cat.
Yeah.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Let's
Put it
go.
out of its misery.
All right, whatever this thing is, plus 10. Come on. As long as I don't. Oh, that's a 10 plus 10, 20.
Woo.
That hits. And,
Oh yes.
There's no need.
Okay.
There's no. Well, go ahead and roll.
Another 11 plus 3, so 14.
Holy shit.
Let's make this one clean. I'm just gonna
Right for the
raise
head,
this one
right?
up, flip it down, and just right through the nape of the neck, through the skull, like just nice and clean.
With a clean slice, you manage to cleave the creature's head from its shoulders, leaving the body lifeless and the head rolling down towards your companion's feet.
That was fucking awesome.
That was great.
All right.
Right, Giddy?
Goldbert then speaks a language which you guys do not understand, and from the shallows of the ground around you, erupts. Oh, you guys can't see that. Crap. Hold on a sec.
Why can't we go back to Moab and goblins?
There we are.
Uh-oh.
From the ground beneath your feet, a tanglement of vines and nettles begin to erupt and wrap around your ankles. The entire ground, once barren dirt, now is a mix with vegetation, which causes everyone, if you want to try to jump out of the area of effect, let's see. Actually, none of you are able to jump out of the area of effect.
Are we?
Oh wait. How far can you jump?
Let me see, because
normally you can make a reflex save and jump 5 feet.
Yeah, I can.
Outramir.
I can use long. can use quick jump. I can use a long or a high/long jump as a single action. I don't need to perform an initial stride. And let me look that up because I think it's determined on a roll.
Okay, because the only other person that could actually Uchamir, because the square is not. Actually, it's about 50-50. No, that's going to cause damage too. So, Uchamir and Zero, you could make a reflex save if you want, but it's only going to put you into 5 feet. And it's only going to allow you to move 5 feet, and there's no 5-foot area adjacent to you
That's
that
not
isn't
covered.
Right.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah,
We'll
I
just
wouldn't
take-
worry about it.
I have to attempt an athletics check to increase the length. The DC of the athletics check is equal to the total distance in feet you're attempting to move during your leap. So I'd need to succeed at a DC of 20 check to leap 20 feet. You can't leap farther than your speed. So I can leap 30 feet?
As a reflex save?
It just says it just says an athletics check.
Okay.
It didn't say a
Um,
reflex save.
Then I don't think that applies then. Even so, you're more than 30 feet.
Mhm.
The only square. Oh wait, no, you could leap. You could leap there. I don't. It doesn't sound like it applies as a reflex save, however. Unless it says something about a reflex save. What page? What page was that?
242 of the core rulebook.
High jump, right?
High jump.
Okay.
Well, long jump.
A long jump. Okay. So because it's first of all, it's a 2-action attempt. So a reflex save by its nature is a 1-action action, one, for lack of a better term, 1-action. So there's that, and I'm seeing here that you need to, unless you take penalties, you need to make a stride then the leap. So yeah, I don't think this is going to apply for a for that.
My skill feat quick jump says I can use it as a single action. I don't have to perform the initial stride.
Right, but don't you take penalties for that? What page was that again? 42.
No, quick jump. The feat itself is on page 63.
I thought you took the feet. Oh, wait.
Choose athletics. Quick jump. Yeah.
Sorry, which feet are you looking at? What page?
Quick jump, page 264. You can use high jump and long jump as a single action instead of 2 actions. If you do, you don't perform the initial stride, nor do you fail if you don't stride 10 feet.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm not sure that it applies, but I'm gonna allow it for now,
Very well.
Excellent.
just because I want to keep things moving. All right, so go ahead and make a athletics check then.
Okay, let's see what we can.
And what was that DC? Was that 15 or 20? Close.
They need to make the roll, or
Yeah.
okay. That just hits 20.
All right.
That was
Well,
Very nice.
that's a dirt. That's an unnat 20.
all right. So you can. So you could jump up north or south, but 30 feet. If you go 30 feet south, it still puts you within its area of effect.
I'm gonna jump up north and see if I can't jump behind. What is it, Gogmert?
Yep, Gogmert.
Let's plant. Let's jump and plant. Oh, and right about there.
All right, so.
What's up, ugly?
All right. Let's see what we got here. So that was how many actions was that? He has one action left.
Ooh.
All right, so with he actually gets an attack of opportunity on Tristan, which all right, so Tristan, you take 4 points of fire damage. Oh, excuse me. No, that's wrong. You take 11 points of damage. Both slashing and fire damage.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna do. Hang on, I need to turn the-
And then he makes another attempt at Tristan. This time,
Not good.
this time doing 4 points of damage. 1 point of slashing, 3 points of fire damage.
Ugh.
And that's going to end Goldsmirt's turn. Brings us to Loot, who promptly,
So good.
runs the fuck away.
God damn it, Loot.
Loot.
We should have kept him on the leash.
Yep. Man, I thought we had him.
But it seems that he hasn't run completely away. He's running away from the fight, and he's kind of watching you guys. With the rest of his turn, he's just kind of watching you guys.
You snowing little bastard.
That brings us to Utramir.
All right. Gosh, so can we even move around really in here, or?
So, how this works is you are now in Oh shoot! I forgot to apply damage. So Uchimir, you take 1 point of damage. Zero, you take. You also take 1 point of damage.
Perfect.
Yeah. So how this works is the entire area is basically covered in the same thistled brush that you had before, but it also is combined with this kind of knotty sort of tangled vine. So it creates a rough terrain condition, meaning that it slows your movement speed by 10 feet whenever you're in the area, and every turn that you remain in the area, you take 1 point of thistle damage, of puncture damage.
All right. Let's see.
I
So
think
at
you
the
got to
end of-
get your.
So at the end of your turn, if you are still in the green, you take a point of damage. Just
All
one,
right. I'm going to sheathe my. Sorry, I'm going to sheathe my rapier.
Rapier.
Pull out my crossbow. Oh wait, no,
That's
that would
gonna be 3 actions.
I don't have line of sight on him, so never mind. Disregard that. I'm fucking running at this motherfucker.
So you're slowed by 10 feet, so whatever your normal speed is, minus 10.
Damn. Okay, 5, 10, 15. Can I step here, or is that space taken up?
No, you can step there. It's just a icon I used.
Gotcha. That's all I can move. Oh wait, no, that was just okay, so that was 20, 5, 10, 15, 20.
So the area that you just passed through, this area here,
Mhm.
that's that thick brush. You're gonna have to pass over the cougar.
Okay.
There's only one path
so
to go.
5, 10, jump over him.
Mhm.
What should I roll? Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
No problem. I got the 10 on that sucker.
And that's gonna
18.
take 18. Okay. That's gonna take an action also.
All right,
To do
then I
it.
end my turn there, I guess. Which means he can attack me.
He gets attack of opportunity, right? To which a flaming fire blade makes its way through Uchimir's defenses and crashes itself to Uchimir's left thigh, doing 7 points of damage.
Ooh. Damn. All right, that's the end of my turn.
That brings us back to Tristan.
Normally,
Fuck him up.
I don't think I can. I've got 4 health points. If I don't take him out like now, and I get dropped, I'm getting dropped.
True.
Yeah.
This is a hard fucking decision. Theoretically, I could drop him if I get enough hit points. Nah, I'm gonna back up, like try to disengage, get outside his range of like attack. So just move back.
So by disengaging, that's also an attack of opportunity
For him or for me?
for him. He gets an attack of opportunity on you for since you're disengaging.
Oh, fantastic.
Wait, what's your AC?
20 because I don't have
You managed to avoid the attack.
Nice
Gut,
work.
it was going to be a good amount of damage. It was going to knock you the fuck out. I got excited. I saw the damage
if that hit,
first.
I was like, I should have just taken the attack. I was gonna be like, if that hit, I should have just taken the L. Still holding my sword. And I used 1 action to disengage, right?
Right. Well, it's not an action to disengage, but it's just part of your movement. So if you want to move, so you're out of the encumbered area, so you can move whatever your movement length is, which is 25 feet in a single action.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move back onto the bridge, like just at the edge of the bridge. And that's one action. Screw it. I'll drop my sword, and then I'll just string and ready my bow. Because at this point, I gotta play it ranged, so I have to play it safe, and that's, I think, all I can do.
Dropping your sword is a free action, so at least I think it should be. So you have one more action.
All right, let's pincushion this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
All
you
right.
said draw your bow, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna string my bow and like.
Oh, okay. So it's in your pack.
It's on my back, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's
Already,
you can draw it as one action, I guess. Because well, shoot, I'm saying that crossbows and it's.
Well, in the
your
interest of
pack.
fairness, we'll just say that I get it ready. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's in the interest of fairness. It's fair.
Okay, so that brings us to Zero.
All right. I'm all out of my main magic, but I have
Noise.
I do have my cantrips still. So for my first move, I'm gonna move out of the circle. Which should put me with plenty of range. Okay. Oh shoot though, is this gonna hurt Outramir?
It might.
You're right in front of him. God.
It just attack. Do what you got to do.
You might get a full blast of my thing. Okay, so instead of moving back, I was right here, I believe. Let's see if I move.
There's no good angle you can get on that.
Yep, I just kind of accidentally blocked them.
Okay, it's fine. I think I can move 25 feet here.
That's where the tangle of brushes, though. You can't really get through there.
Yeah,
Son
that's
of
the
a
brush.
Bitch.
I mean, you can hack through it, but it's going to take you some time, more than a turn. And you risk hurting yourself in the attempt.
Right. Can I attack the spell itself, or probably not?
No, I don't think so.
There. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of no, you can't. Not
Okay.
Really. Yeah. Because right now it's taken its physical form as a bunch of vines and nettles. So yeah, you can attack it, but it's unless you have it would be ineffective.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna back up out of it. I will sheath my dagger, and I'll pull out my oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'll pull out my slingshot.
All right, that'll work.
Okay.
And that's all I can do.
Running down.
All right.
Or rocks.
That brings us to Gumbrit. All right.
Give it your best shot, you ugly motherfucker.
I got you, buddy.
You better watch out, because my friend Tristan back there, you should have seen what he did to those fucking goblins down on the beach.
Okay.
Did anybody else hear the opening lines of Dick?
Oh, he's really out of it.
No, it's all a trick.
Oh, right.
So much blood loss.
All right, so he is going to. What is he going to do, actually? Let's see. Ooh, I know what he's going to do. So he has this great ability which allows him to pass right through this brush material normally, which is great. So what he's going to do is he's going to go.
Let's.
Hey,
So he's going right for Stero.
Come on, Loot. Or Chief Loot.
or Chief Loot.
And he's going to. So, Stero, you get attack of opportunity first of all.
Okay.
He's going to go 5 feet down.
Talking about that cantrip.
Right?
Fuck his shit up.
Sorry, that's 23. Sorry.
23 hits.
All right, and that'll be, please, 5.
All right, you slash Gorgmut and deal 5 points of damage. However, Gorgmut is not done. He slashes his own blade, one made of fire and steel, but mostly fire. Actually, there's no steel.
It's just fire.
And he deals 7 points of damage.
God damn.
That brings us to Loot, who, after having run from the battle, now seeing that Ciro is in peril, draws his bow. Wait, did you guys stole his bow?
Fuck, we did.
All right. He's gonna
No, wait. Did we take his things, or did we? No, because I just tackled him. We took we looted the other bodies, but we didn't say anything about looting Loot.
So he had his bow and weapons the whole
Well, he was
time.
tied up. It's not like he could do anything.
All right.
Loot.
I'll
Call flute.
No. Loot. Kill the dog.
Actually, that's a good idea. Loot kind of rolls back and throws out a cry. And you hear kind of a rustle of chains from behind you. Loot.
I'm not sure if I should be excited or terrified.
Runs in and is making a beeline for Loot, but in doing so, Bongamut is in his way. So, this is going to be interesting. Let's see how we do. Let's see. Ooh, nice. All right. So the flute, the dog, the goblin dog, launches himself at Gombert and bites him twice, doing 8 points of damage total.
Hell,
Yes. Hell yeah.
Loot, now his bow drawn, flings 2 arrows at Gungabert and One of them hits, doing 3 points of damage. That's going to end Lute's turn.
I love you, Loot.
Hell yeah, Lou. Way to go,
Woo!
Lou. buddy.
That brings us to Uchimir.
So I don't even think I have a clear. Well, if I shoot my crossbow at him, do I even have a eye on where he is? Because he's kind of in the brush.
You can see him well enough to take a shot.
All right, I'm going to drop my rapier, grab out my crossbow, and take my shot.
Okay, so you have one shot.
Here we go.
Don't forget to add a point of damage to yourself.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. I'll do that first. Oh, whoops. -1. All right. Now I'll roll. Natural 20, 29 total.
Ooh, that definitely hits. Roll damage and double it.
All right, that's a 6. 5, so 10.
All right. With that bolt, you get a direct headshot into Gulkmert's eye, piercing one eye and making him blind in that eye.
Ah.
Tristan, you're up.
Okay. I think he's, if my math's right, I think he's 60 feet away from me.
Let's check.
Yeah.
80 feet.
80 feet. He's still within range of my longbow. So
However, Uchimir's in your way. You don't have. Uchimir had an
shot.
okay shot because he could kind of swing around the dog, but you do not have a clean shot,
no, I'd have to.
especially with the distance the way it is.
It's okay, Tristan, if you can, stay back and just keep safe.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a knee and see if there's anything I can't do to like patch myself up.
Good idea.
Yeah, Tristan's gonna take a knee.
All right. That brings us
Tristan's
to
just gonna.
Shira.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna use my my cantrip spell, Acid Splash. Let's see here. Make a spell attack. So that will be. There it is. Okay. 25.
Ooh, okay. That hits.
All right, and that is a 1d6.
Will that hit the dog?
No,
just
it's
just okay.
okay. Sorry, I was gonna say it's just who I'm targeting.
Gotcha. Okay.
Go for it.
That's a 1d6 plus 1 splash acid damage. 3.
All right. That's you. From the palm of your hand, you kind of throw about a vat or a vial's worth of acid on Gulkmert, and it manages to land right on the eye that Uchimir shot, doing a sizable amount of damage and causing a sizable amount of pain.
Just punch that arrow further into his head.
Maybe aim for the other eye.
Ooh, good idea.
Okay. The only move I have, I have my slingshot drawn right now, so I didn't reload it.
Did
Or
you
do I
already
have
take
to
a shot
reload
at him?
slingshot?
You do.
Oh no, I didn't. You're right.
You didn't take a shot at him, right?
No. So I guess I could do my slingshot move.
Yeah, like Tristan said, the other eye, the other eye. Blind this motherfucker.
Sorry. There it is. 15.
15 does not hit.
Damn it.
Worth a try.
All right, that brings us back to Gungmert, who, immediately having taken so much damage, casts Cure Light Wounds on himself, doing 11 points of healing magic.
What?
Yeah, he rolled a 7,
Holy shit.
and actually, he's gonna do Cure Light Wounds once more. This time, only giving himself 7 points of healing magic. And for his third and final action, he's taking another slice at Zero, which hits and does 5. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. Which also hits and does 4 points of damage. That ends his turn. We come back to Loot, who promptly flings 3 arrows in Gogmert's direction. Oh my gosh. Wait a second. 2 of which hit, 1 of which is a critical. Oh my gosh. Louise.
If Loot kills him, he's an official member of the team.
Yep.
Wait a second. Hold on a second. This is -5 for the first one. Dude, Loot on his third attack rolls a critical and does 16 points of damage,
Oh my
reducing Gongvert down to 7 points of health. We still, however, have Flute, who takes 3 bites at Gongvert and holy fuck. Oh my gosh. Alright. So, Loot, after Loot's 3 volleys of arrows, Flute attempts 3 bites on Gungvert. The first bites his hand, doing a superficial amount of damage. The second, however, latches onto Gungvert's throat, which the goblin dog then promptly rips the entrails of the goblin's throat from his body, leaving him to bleed out, dead on the ground.
Oh, thank God.
Holy shit.
Somebody tell that dog he's a good boy.
Flute, you're a good boy, Tristan. Tristan says
Loot.
so, and I 100% agree.
We
Loot,
love them.
you are amazing.
All right. Oh my gosh. That was awesome.
Wow.
All right. Now Flute appears to be licking the blood of the now dead goblin.
Fuck it, let him.
he can eat as much as he wants.
All right. What are you guys doing?
All right. I'm going to see if I can cut the pelt from the what was that creature again? Not the cougar, right?
It is. Let's see. What is it technically? a fire pelt cougar, a common cougar to this region. It's kind of black velvet fur, incorporates the majority of its body. However, it has a bright orange flame-like stripe or a series of stripes that run along the peak of its back and form rings around its tail.
I'm going to try and cut the pelt off. Should I roll a survival check or
Yeah, survival.
18 plus 5 is 23.
23. So you managed to harvest a fairly reasonable pelt. It's still pretty torn up after the battle, and it lacks a head. However, though Tristan made a pretty clean cut, so it doesn't affect the value of the pelt too much, other than the fact that it just lacks a head. Its usability for any kind of fur or clothing or some such is still very much viable. I'm not sure what its value. Its values after it's been tanned and treated is probably 100 gold pieces or so. But it needs to be treated in order for that to happen. Right now, it needs to be salted in order to preserve it for the immediate future.
I think I want to give this pelt, if you will take it, to Loot, the great warrior who took down that goblin sorcerer.
All right, so you're taking it to Luke?
Yep. Loot,
Oh,
this is for you.
oh, for me?
For you, you are a
Wait for-
great warrior.
Oh, oh, it's so pretty. It's black and red and orange. Yeah.
You earned it, little buddy.
You did. I am very proud. I take off my hat to fight along you, War Chief Loot.
Oh, so Loot did good.
Loot is good.
Did great.
You did
You did
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah, Loot did good.
He seems very enthralled in himself, very much on a high note. This is probably the most amount of praise he's ever received in his entire life.
You, sir, would make not only a fine warrior, but a great leader.
Oh, yeah, Loot, War Chief.
Oh no, he's getting too big of a head.
And I'm going to I think I have some rations. I would like to give some, or actually, no, never mind. Flute's eating the goblin corpse. So I was going to give him something for being a good boy, but I think he already has his treat.
It doesn't look like he's actually eating the corpse itself. It looks like he was just lapping up some of the blood. He's now since ceased after doing that for about a minute.
What do I have for my rations? I still have my 7 days worth of rations from the start of the game.
It's mostly made of hardtack, kind of a dried and dehydrated biscuit, some jerky, kind of preserved beef jerky, and dried and salted fish, as well as some nuts and dried fruits.
Loot, do you think Flute would like this beef jerky, this dried meat?
Yeah.
Flute, you're a good boy. I'm gonna throw the or get his attention with the beef jerky.
You seem to have gotten his attention. His eyes are fixed on your hand, and Flute yells out,
Oh, you should probably drop that.
I'm gonna drop it.
Flute then runs to the beef jerky and kind of gnaws at it, kind of paws it with one hand and just kind of starts chewing at it. as a dog chews on a new and fresh chew toy.
Good boy.
He's gnawing it down very, very quickly. However, he seems fairly hungry.
Maybe later I can give him some fish.
You should chop the head off that goblet.
Yes. What loot? What would you like from? You killed a great sorcerer goblin. You need something to beyond the pelt I've given you to show your great battle.
I'm gonna move towards the cougar to its head and see if I can't extract like the fangs or something.
I like it.
Go ahead and roll a survival check.
+18 +5 is 23.
All right, you managed to get both of its canine teeth, kind of the long incisors, from the skull of the cougar.
Very nice.
And upon closer inspection, it does not appear that Gungmert. Actually, let me check that.
If he has any like fancy armor or something that loot could take.
So he's dressed in what appears to be kind of a spellcaster sort of garb, layered with a fur pelt over his shoulders. Fairly tattered, fairly worn, nothing of particular value. See. Yeah, he doesn't really have. You find 2 potions of minor healing on him. But beyond that, he really doesn't have anything of value. The only weapon he carried was that magical flaming sword, which is now dissipated since his death.
Gotcha. All right. Wow. I don't know if there's anything else for us to do here. But Loot, I am very sorry for anything we did to you. Thank you. We are in your debt.
He's still somewhat reluctant, but he kind of opens up with a wide grin and now seems a little bit more secure in the knowledge that he's not going to be tonight's dinner. He does seem to, however, be favoring Ciro of the 3 party members, since he seems, or he kind of is following Ciro around a little bit more than the other 2 of you, since Ciro didn't threaten him with bodily harm
Or being eaten.
or
Fair
being
enough.
eaten.
What should we do now? I mean, we need to clearly patch up, and I assume it's getting a little late. Actually, wait, yeah, what time would it be? Should we set up camp or?
It's about 5 or so in the evening.
Loot, would it be safe to camp out here tonight?
No. The goblin chief might come. He's a big man. He's a big nasty. He's a big meanie.
Do you know of a safe place to camp?
Yeah.
Did you take us there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Follow me.
So he now, with kind of a new era and a new confidence about him, leads you confidently through the thistle patches. You guys safely maneuver around, now not having to make any kind of checks on it, since you have a guide to guide you. You guys make it out of the patch, and You guys make it out of the thistle patch where you had encountered so many goblins. And after about an hour's travel away from Thistletop, you find a nice clearing where looks like it's been used before, but hasn't been used in some time. You kind of see the remnants of a goblin cat camp here. Bits of bone, a couple of tools, some campfire in the center, kind of an area where they may have bedded down for the night. Loot then kind of runs around a tree and kind of digs down into the dirt. After a couple of minutes, he returns with a wrapping of what that's kind of darkened from the dirt. But he opens it up, and it looks like it's a plethora of dried and salted meats. Looks like probably something that he didn't make himself, probably something that he took off of a corpse or stole at some point, or his goblin tribe had stolen at some point, but it seems like he's managed to hide it away well enough, and he starts to indulge in his voracious appetite.
You know what? He had
He
a full
throws
day.
some to Flute as well.
I think he had the right to indulge. He had a very full day, young Loot.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
After he has a couple of bites, he walks up to Ciro and hands Ciro a fairly large piece of dried meat.
Damn.
Thank you, Luke. You're so kind.
Yeah. Good, Sarah.
And he kind of pats him on the shoulder and then sits back down and eats some more of his own beef jerky. Or
I love this guy.
what looks like beef jerky. It's hard to tell what kind of meat it is.
A little less sweet now.
Right. Could be a little man meat, maybe.
Goblin meat, possibly.
Right. How does it taste,
No,
Ciro?
we don't. It's good. It's good. No, we don't eat goblin. My tribe doesn't.
Do you
I
eat
just-
human?
No. I don't. War Chief does.
Or that sounds about right.
Yeah.
But soon enough, he won't be the war chief. You will be.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably a good place to end the night. Actually, yeah, we'll end it there. That'll be good. So yeah, thanks so much, and go ahead and stick around.
Thanks everybody for
Thanks anyone who watched.